and welcome to PREECAAAP. UFC St. Louis. What's this fight? I don't even know what Fight Night number is, but it's Fight Night St. Louis. Lewis versus
56.
Derek Lewis in St. Louis versus Nascimento. This is going to be an interesting card. I found, just looking through this, I found a route to victory for every single fighter on this card. So it's going to be a tough one to handicap here. But I did already make my Tapology picks early in the week, and then I corrected them today. So I think I got a good stand on all my fights. There's still a couple of ones I'm going to need you guys to sway me one way or the other, but I do have a lean going into these prior. Last week's card, yeah, I owe Real Fight Picks. I owe him a T-shirt for that stupid robbery that PREECAAAP got robbed, but that's whatever. It is what it is.
Unanimous decision
with his bloody leg that cost me. Oh, that if he, I don't know, whatever. It's in the past. I don't like bringing up old shit. But anyway, how you guys doing? How'd you guys do who won Tapology last week? Dave, did you check?
As you know, go for it, Dave.
No, go ahead, man.
As you know, I can only do DraftKings, and for the past 2 weeks, I've been in the running. It was Nicolau that messed me up last week, and this past week it was fucking Anthony Smith, who we trashed, who decided just to show up.
He did.
Brother.
Man, he
my god,
fraud checked that Vitor Petrino, right?
Yeah, so I'm on a bunch of different lineups
should have been
this week.
Smarter than that, but it's all in hindsight. It's 2020, right?
Right.
I should have, would have, could have, but didn't. So anyway, so who won? Nobody we know, right?
Guri Scouting MMA won, 12 wins. I believe
Crystal already said Smith was the best dog. You sure did, but yeah, I just thought he was washed up. We had a couple other people on here that are. I got a couple dogs on here. Today's fight card. It's going to be interesting, but let's get into it. Dave,
Crystal, well done. You and I had the same amount of picks, right? We had 9 picks, right?
Yeah,
didn't do too hot on the Tapology front, and I was down 39th.
Oh yeah, I'm like 40 something too. There's me, right?
Yeah, you're in the 40s.
Yeah, I know. I only got 7 right. 7 and 6, ridiculous. But this week I'm looking for a perfect card. Yeah, I know. We were just talking about that. PREECAAAP, she got robbed. Definitely, she should. I don't know. That was a Brazilian robbery. That's why she was the visiting team. But I think there's like 3 hometown boys on this card. I know there's definitely 2, and I think what's his name with the big reach that's fighting? I think he might also be a Sean Woodson. I think he might be a St. Louis boy too. But I know definitely Joaquin Buckley and Charles Johnson are both St. Louis boys. Like they're hometown favorites. So let's get into this. You guys ready? You need to get prepped, Dave. You got all your stuff ready?
I'm ready to go.
Awesome. So the curtain jerker for the prelims. We got the female fight between JJ Aldrich and Veronica Hardy, formerly Veronica Macedo. Then she married, what's his name? Dan Hardy, right? And
yes.
But since she got married to him, she is a phenomenal fighter. I gotta say, he's doing good for her. And he's like 40 something. She's 24, I think, or she's 28 now, but she married him like 4 years ago when she was 24, and he was up there. It was maybe late 30s. I know there's a big age gap, but good on him for that. But let's open up Veronica Hardy's resume since we got her up, right? So she's coming off a win against Jamie Lynn Horth. That's a good win, man, because Jamie Lynn Horth is a tough girl. But look at split decision. Could have went either way, I suppose. Juliana Miller, she's overhyped. She was never really that good anyway. She lost to Bay Malecki, and her she beat Polyana Viana by armbar round 1. That's a good win. And she lost Jillian Robertson. Can't take anything from that. Prior to that, she was Macedo, and she lost to Andrea Lee, Ashley Evans Smith, who you don't want to lose that one. And then before that, she was a regional scene fighter. But then she's taken on a much more veteran fighter in JJ Aldrich. JJ Aldrich, she's coming off a nice win over Montana De La Rosa, unanimous decision. That was good. She beat Na Liang, but Na Liang's she's kind of a bum, Na Liang. She lost to Ariana Lipsky, Aaron Blanchfield. I like both those girls, even though Ariana Lipsky, she lost recently, and I lost money on that crap. But she beat Jillian Robertson and Vanessa Demopoulos before. Look at her resume travels far with names that all the way down till Daniel Taylor. Okay, Chan Jian. She's been in the UFC since when? Since 2016, she's been in the UFC. Good on her. So yeah, we got the little bit more of a veteran here in JJ Aldrich taking on the Veronica Hardy, what are the ages here? Okay, Aldrich is a little bit older, and tail the tape. I think Aldrich is the bigger girl too, right?
Yeah, a little bit taller, a little bit reach advantage.
Yeah, this one I was back and forth. I ultimately like I said, I got a route to victory for every single fighter on this card, but ultimately I went on Tapology. I did pick JJ Aldrich because of her. She's gritty. I think she's got the longer reach, a little bit, not much. Like 3.5 inches. Yep. And I think if it does go to the ground, I always take the American over I know she's in Britain now, but she's Venezuelan. But I always take the American over the British when it comes to ground wrestling and stuff. They just happen to, statistically, the Americans are better at wrestling than the British. So I'm going JJ Aldrich, but I'm not confident whatsoever here. What do you think on this fight here?
I'm with you, Ranj. I got JJ Aldrich. I really like V. I honestly feel like a jerk going for JJ Aldrich because I'm a fan of Miss Hardy. I like her breakdowns whenever she gets a chance to do them. She's really knowledgeable. She's like a sports commentator for like UFC, Latin America, or I really like her personality. I think she's like bright and pretty and all that stuff. But I feel like it's recency bias. She's done good for the past 2 fights. She did good against Jamie Lynn Horth, who I thought was gonna win as well. So I keep like fading Veronica Hardy, and she keeps like proving me wrong. They're talking about how she's a 5-time Taekwondo world champion. I went on her
Who's
Instagram.
That JJ Aldrich?
Veronica Hardy.
Oh.
Yeah, she's a point fighter, and that's her background. And she's doing a ton of weightlifting. She actually weighed heavier than JJ Hardy, or JJ Aldrich. And
fat ass theory.
But overall, I don't buy it. She beat that Juliana Miller, Veronica Hardy did. So, she did.
And so you're saying Hardy weighed in a little bit heavier?
She weighed in I'm just saying she's like, she's been
126
weightlifting. If you go to her Instagram, Veronica Hardy, she's been lifting weights. That's probably because her husband told her to. And I think she's more overall the better fighter. I think she actually probably has a better ground game than JJ Aldrich. Because JJ Aldrich, she's a 3rd-degree Taekwondo black belt.
Yeah, that's what when you said the Taekwondo thing, I was like, JJ Aldrich's Taekwondo girl too.
Yeah, she's Taekwondo too. And she's gonna be the bigger, taller like person. I don't know about the stronger person. She'll just be the bigger body. She trains at Elevation.
Her Instagrams.
Yes, JJ Aldrich trains at Elevation, and she's been training with at Rose Namajunas. And so she's not, and they're both in good camps. They're both surrounded by smart people. But I'm going to be like you, Ranj. I have to go with something that's logical, and I'm going to go with the strength of schedule. And it's a woman's MMA fight. So why not?
Pretty good there. She looks better there than she does in the weigh-ins.
I'm going to go with JJ Aldrich.
Good. Dave, while you're scrolling through these, why don't you tell me who you're taking?
I'm gonna pick JJ Aldrich as well.
Good.
I mean, just in the face-offs, I was trying to show you guys. There is a lot more weight behind this girl.
Yeah,
You're trying to get to it. I was trying to
point out her fat roll on her.
Well, I mean, no, I'm not pointing out her fat rolls. I'm just pointing out that's a lot of weight, and those pants are tight, like tight. I see, like, yeah, and like, look at the size of the waist here compared to the size of the waist here.
Yeah.
The height advantage, the reach advantage. I think going over the stats. Okay, strike line per minute 4.05 versus 3.37. She's gonna be busy on the feet. I don't think she's gonna be able. I don't think Veronica Hardy's gonna be able to take her down. Only 41% takedown accuracy versus 66% takedown defense. I'm leaning JJ's going to be the busier fighter. Yeah, she has negative striking ratio, but Veronica's not going to throw out that many punches. I got nothing leaning me towards Veronica here. And I like Veronica. She's starting off really well, but she is tiny compared to this girl. So, I mean, I don't see her being taken down, especially because we got some black belts going on against each other. I don't like the fact that she's looking down versus looking right in her eyes.
Right.
I got to pick JJ all day long here.
Let's see the Hardy's Instagram. Now we see Jay. Look at the forehead on JJ. She's got like a 5 head. That shit's so big. You can project a movie off that thing. Oh man, Hardy. She is an attractive girl though. Good on Dan Hardy. She's very pretty.
Lots of posing.
That's not Dan Hardy up there, was it?
No. There we go. She's lifting something.
Yeah, she's tough.
But that's lifting weights. I get it.
Yeah. Go back a little bit. Go up. Who's that dude right there? Is that Dan Hardy? No, that's not Dan Hardy.
It's Renzo Gracie.
Huh?
It's Renzo Gracie.
Oh yeah, you know what? Oh, I will say I learned her last 3 weeks of camp were spent at New York City Gracie at the Renzo Gracie gym in New York City. So you got to consider her game plan is to go to the ground. There's Dan Hardy right there. There he is. What a meathead. But anyway, yeah, because this should tee you off that she's going. That's her part of her game plan going. All these fighters have a game plan going into the. Well, not all of them, but most of the fighters have some sort of plan of attack, and I think she's going to try to get this to the ground. So, but I really don't know how good JJ Aldrich is on the ground. She's a Taekwondo girl, and I know her stand-ups is a little bit better than Hardy's. But I'm still sticking with JJ Aldrich despite this working with Renzo Gracie. And you know what? You know why that is right there. Renzo Gracie and Dan Hardy worked together for PFL. Dan Hardy is now like the matchmaker for PFL, but PFL is for whatever you want to call it. So, yeah. All right, we're all on JJ Aldrich. That's good. The chat, I think. Well, Crystal, I don't know. He's not saying. Well, look, hex bar deadlift. That's for the week. Okay, I think Crystal's on the JJ Aldrich side too. All right.
We got JJ. JJ Aldrich is actually plus money.
What's that?
She had plus 110.
Is that what she opened up at? Was she?
Let me see what she opened up at. JJ Aldrich opened up at a plus 124, is now plus 114. Rebecca Hardy opened up at a minus 1.
Yeah, I should open up that online as well.
What the hell was that? Veronica Hardy opened up at a minus 148 and is now at a minus 135. I don't know, man. I'm kind of going on the dog on this one. I'll pick the dog at plus 110.
We're all going that way. We're all taking JJ Aldrich.
Somebody's got to hit the mute button.
But I'm definitely not confident with it. All right. So moving on. Next we have Jake Hadley taking on the hometown.
She's getting timeout. She's going to timeout right now.
And Energy Charles Johnson. Dave, you want to start this off? I gotta upload I gotta get into Bet Online. Start Jake Hadley, Charles Johnson off for me. Can you?
Jake Hadley versus Charles Johnson. Number 27 ranked Jake Hadley versus number 24 ranked Charles Johnson. Jake Hadley coming off a loss against Cody Durden. Durden's not bad. Not great, but not bad. Previous to that, he had a couple wins off of Malcolm Gordon. Pretty good. And before that, Carlos Candelario. Not a bad one either. Charles Johnson, his last 3 fights against Azat Maksum, who's undefeated. I lost money on this fight. So good on him for winning that last one. That was 3 months ago. Before that, he lost to Rafael Estevan, who is 11-0. Before that, was fighting Cody Durden. So if you want to play the MMA history, I believe we've got a – oh, no, they both lost to Cody Durden.
Yeah.
Okay, so they both lost to Cody Durden. And before that, Ode Osborne. That was a year ago. And that was, Ode's not a bad loss either. And then Jim Flick. So, I mean, Charles Johnson has had a hell of a career fighting against these guys. Kind of impressive.
Yeah, and before the UFC, Charles Johnson, he was in. Let's pull up his fight resume because I know he was winning championships in regional scenes for sure. Look, it goes deep. When did you start as a pro?
The quality of opponents he's lost against, I can't fade any of them.
Right, Muhammad Mokaev, come on.
Zagaz Dumagulov, back in the day in 2022, that was good. Jimmy Flicken back in the day was decent. I mean, even some of his LFA wins are decent. Kind of.
And yeah, he's definitely fighting out of St. Louis. He's got some years on Jake Hadley. Who are you picking, Dave?
I don't know yet. We're not there.
Well, I know
the
Tapology community has Hadley. 63% have Hadley. 37% have Johnson. I'll tell you what. I'm taking the dog here. Energy Charles Johnson. He is in his hometown of St. Louis, Missouri, so he's going to put the extra fight in his fight. You know what I mean? Extra little bit more oomph into his will to win. He's going to want to. He don't want to lose in front of his own people. And Jake Hadley, I think he's a little overhyped. I mean, he's a decent fighter, but I don't. I mean, who's he beat? He beat Carlos Candelario and Malcolm Gordon. He lost Cody Durden, and so did Charles Johnson and Alan Nascimento. And that was it because Mitch Raposo, that was Contender Series. So, yeah, I'm going to take the plus money here in Charles Johnson. That's my take on it. But Real Fight Picks, what are you doing?
Nothing.
Nothing.
I am. I'm going to go with. So let me just say this. So Jake Hadley, he's from a gym called Fearless MMA, and he is the most popular fighter at that gym.
Yeah,
he's a good grappler, good striker. He's okay. So one more thing about Jake Hadley, he's a little smaller, isn't he?
He is, and look at the hat. I love it, the pink cowboy hat. I didn't see any of these face-offs either yet, so these are all new to me, which is going to be good.
I think Hadley's going to come out and try to take Charles Johnson down. But I'm on the side of Charles Johnson. I like that he's the hometown hero. He went through the first pitch out at the St. Louis Cardinals game this past week. Trains at a better gym, Murcielago MMA, a little bit more well known. That's where Joaquin Buckley trains. That's where Daquan Townsend trains. Chaos Williams trains there. I still see this as a 50-50 fight. But being that Charles Johnson's fought such tough competition, he has never been subbed. He's never been KO'd. He's got great cardio. Here's the stat that's crazy.
See the Olympic rings right there?
Yes, sir.
He was in the Olympics for track. That's why his cardio will not fade.
Oh.
He was a track.
Wow.
Yeah, he was in for running track. So his cardio is going to stand strong that whole fight. That's why Crystal's right. Hadley will gas. Yes, I agree with Crystal there.
Here's the thing about Charles Johnson. He's been taken down 33 times in 7 fights.
But he gets right back up, though.
But he gets right back up. And Hadley's only had one takedown in the UFC in 5 fights. So give me the volume, give me the cardio, give me the hometown kid, give me the guy with the size and the rings on his back, the Olympic rings. I didn't even notice that.
Yep.
Give me
Shut
Charles
the blinds,
Johnson.
Dave. You don't got to peep on your neighbors today. You shut the.
I'll get it in a second. Hang on. Let me do my spiel and then I'll finish
Go
because
ahead. I want to see
because
some
Charles Johnson is doing my fade the Brits parlay tonight.
Look at that. Look at I can see those numbers from here.
I got a huge fade the Brit parlay, and this is the second leg of it. Strikes land per minute 4.45 versus 3.42. Strike absorb 3.15 versus 3.20. I see the volume going to Charles Johnson. He's the taller fighter. Somehow the reach is the same. I don't know how that happens. I do think he's got the better repertoire of experience as far as the ground goes, which I don't think this is going on the ground. Takedown accuracy 23 and 25. Takedown defense 63 and 35. I think if anything, if Charles Johnson wants to take Jake Hadley down, shouldn't be too much of an issue. But yeah, I'm all over Charles Johnson on this one.
Awesome.
All over.
We're all on the underdog here, Charles Johnson. I feel good about it too.
This is my second underdog, mind you. Once again, plus 110, plus 110 against 2 Brits. I don't see much of a okay. I'm going to call this my underdog parlay, my fade the Brit parlay.
I like it. But I mean, I'm not confident in JJ Aldrich as much as you are, but I do I think I might play that parlay as well. Okay. You guys ready to move on?
Parlay.
What's that?
Mm-hmm. Fade the Brits parlay.
Yeah, I like it. Okay, next we have Trey Waters taking on Billy Goff. Now this might be contender fight of the night because both these guys are fire. Like Trey Waters will be the bigger fighter here. I think he's like 6'2", isn't he? What's his? Let me see. What do you got for height on this?
6'5" versus 5'10". The face-offs are hilarious.
Yeah, 6'5". That's what I'm saying. He's a big boy. Is that right? 6'5"? Yeah. He is a big, tall boy. But, man, Billy Goff has so much nonstop pressure. He just comes in. And I know it's a lot of people like to fade the Northeast regional scene fighters. But this guy, if you pull up his resume, he's knocking out everybody quick. He don't give a F. He's like, let's see. Yeah, look at these. Round 1, ground punches. Round 1, punches. Round 2, elbows. Round 1, KO. Round 1, punches. Sean Lally, I saw that guy fight in Cage Titans, but I saw Sean Lally fight, and Sean Lally's not a bad. He was in the Contender Series, and he was good. He's decent. Look, I didn't see him fight Billy Goff, but I saw Sean Lally fight some other dude that he walked right through him. But yeah, I like Billy Goff here. I just don't like the height discrepancy. But Trey Waters, I mean, he's Trey Waters. Let's pull up the truth. Trey Waters, 8-1. You can't. I mean, it's hard to fade this guy too because he's tall, he's huge, and he's also doing it as he should. I mean, Josh Quinlan, that's unanimous decision. That's, I suppose, a good win. Josh Quinlan, though, I mean, he was on the sauce, and he's not all that, I don't think. Jalen Fuller, I don't know who that is. He lost to Gabriel Bonfim, but the Bonfim brothers are awesome, right? Benjamin Bennett. Now, I listened to Stat Diggers earlier in the week, and what's his name? Uncle Weezy said Benjamin Bennett should have beat him. If you watch Stat Diggers, Uncle Weezy said the ref must have had a bet on Trey Waters because Benjamin Bennett was clocking him up, and then the ref pulled him off like twice. No, 4 times. 4 times. He was like in the clinch and giving him the business, and the ref broke it up because it was against the cage or something, and he restarted him. And this is coming from Uncle Weezy, you know. I didn't watch the fight, but he said you want to see it? Go watch the Benjamin Bennett versus Trey Waters, and you can see it was definitely a robbery. The ref had a bet on Trey Waters. But anyway, what ultimately, because I said earlier in the week, I was on Trey Waters, but then what ultimately got me on Billy Goff, I was looking at his past fighters, people that he fought, and he knocked out a dude that was 6'3" in let's see, I'll find this. And that I told you that Sean Lally, that guy, he's not short either. I forget which one. I think it was maybe this Gary Boletto Jr. I don't know, but I was looking at it, was like, how does he go against these taller fighters? And yeah, he knocks them out. He don't care. But yeah, that you can definitely see a definite height advantage. But man, I like the hair too on Billy Goff. I like that flowing hair. Yeah, I'm gonna take I think Billy Goff's a plus money too. It was my third underdog pick in a row. Let me see. I'm Bet Online. Bet Online has it. Goff is plus 130. Waters minus 250. Yeah, I'm gonna go with. I'm gonna take Billy Goff, my regional scene guy, because this is my scene. Northeast. Billy Goff is from this Northeast area. I don't know exactly where he's from or where he's training. Team Dexter Valley Tudo. I don't know where that is, but oh yeah, he's out of Connecticut. He's fighting out of Connecticut. So yeah, I'm gonna go with my local guy and Billy Goff here, and I think I'm picking him for TKO. I think I'm gonna say round 2 TKO. He's gonna give him business, give Trey Water, and he does have nonstop pressure. Since as soon as the bell goes off, he don't stop coming. He'll fight for your dollar. What are you guys thinking on this one?
I honestly, I'm gonna pick Trey Waters. I was back and forth, and like I don't blame you. I mean, it's like almost like 50-50, so why not pick the dog? But I'm just gonna go off of the fact that I know for a fact this is the tallest fighter that Billy Goff's ever fought before. And I just by looking at Billy Goff, I feel like he should be a lightweight. I feel like he should be fighting at 155. I seen him like do an interview, and in my mind, I'm like, dang, he's kind of like, obviously he's fit, but he's kind of like a little thicker than most MMA fighters. I was looking at him watching an interview, and he works in the union, so he works every day. He got written up for fighting in Singapore. He got officially written up because he took
Trey
off.
Waters should be a middleweight then. Is that what you're saying?
No, I'm saying Billy Goff should be fighting at.
Oh, Billy Goff should be at lightweight.
He should be at lightweight.
Okay,
you know what I'm saying? Like he's 5'10". So
yeah.
and then Waters is big for the welterweight division. He's 6'5", and I feel like he uses his length well. So Goff, you're right. He's gonna bring on the pressure. If you see that, if you envision him just staying on the pedal to the metal for 3 rounds, then I see why you're picking Goff. I feel like this is the best fighter Goff's ever fought. Kinoshita, he's like what he came from that tournament where everybody's kind of like, so
was it Road to the UFC or something?
Road to the UFC.
Yeah, Road to the UFC. Yeah.
I remember waking up because I had Kinoshita, and he was winning that first round. I heard, and I remember waking up, wiping the sleep from my eyes. I woke up like at 3 a.m, and all of a sudden I see all my parlays go down the drain. Billy Goff knocks him out. So he's in there for the fight, you know what I'm saying? But I think Trey Waters is the more skilled, a little too polished. He boxes too much for my liking. He doesn't throw too many kicks. He's not a wrestler. He gets taken down. He gets back up. But that was a very strong accusation coming from Uncle Weeze. What did he say again?
He said that Trey Waters, his fight against Benjamin Bennett, he said 4 times the ref broke it up when Benjamin Bennett was piecing him up against the cage. And he said,
I want to watch it. Write it down.
He said, he's like, you know who won that fight? The ref won that fight. And he goes, you watch it, and I'm pretty certain the ref had money on Trey Waters because there's like 4 times. He said not once, not twice, not 3 times, but 4 times Benjamin Bennett should have been let go to continue his beatdown of Trey Waters. But the ref kept breaking it up because it was against the cage. And there's like, all right, break up, restarted him. I don't know. I didn't see it, but I heard that when I was listening to Stat Diggers on the way to driving to work. Like, no kidding. So yeah, I'm with Billy Goff, but I was on Trey Waters early in the week till I heard that, and then I was looking at Billy Goff's fight, and he's everybody he's fought has been taller than him, and he's been knocking him out. He don't care about that. He don't care about height. Height just nothing to him. So yeah, Dave, what are you thinking?
Goff has lost a fight since Jonathan Pico in 2019, and he's been fighting amazing guys. I'll bring over the stats real quick, and honestly, I've only got 2 fights for the stats, but look at the strike volume. Billy Ray Goff, 10.22 strike land per minute compared to 6.45, and 6.45 is a lot. Like, that's a shit ton.
10.22 is a lot too.
10.22 strikes a minute is a fucking shit ton as well. And yeah, you might take 4.3 strikes landed per minute. I get it, but you're still striking over 2-1 against your opponent. Whereas Trey Waters, not so much. As far as the takedown goes, and if this does go to the ground, oh my God, so pray to you, Trey Waters. You are so fucked. It's not even funny. Takedown average 4.04 versus 0.78. Takedown accuracy 40% to 50%. Takedown defense 100 to 77. No way Trey Waters takes him down. Trey Waters has no takedown game. The only way that I see Trey Waters being able to compete in this fight is if somehow, out of the magic of his taking his head out of his ass, he has learned how to leg kick. Because if he's 6'5" and he has a leg kick, he could be able to keep Billy Ray Goff a little bit further away. I mean, he's got the jab to keep him his distance. If he brings that leg kick in, he might be able to mix up again. But I see Trey Waters as a one-trick pony. And, I mean, I can't believe the odds are what they are. I mean, you're right, Ranj. This is my 3rd dog in a row. Billy Ray Goff, within distance, will knock Trey Waters the fuck out. It's going to be a funeral. I apologize for the big guy. Yeah, he's that much taller, but guess what? They both weigh the same. And one guy's got way better volume, way better striking, way better ground game, and way better hair. Like, let's be honest.
For the first time, I feel embarrassment while doing the show. I can't believe what I'm hearing.
Like Billy Goff.
Yeah, I mean, come on. You got the bald. I'm gonna channel my inner Goff here with whatever I got left. But yeah, this is it.
Come on.
This is it. Go Billy. Go Billy G off.
I hope it's falling out for you right now.
3 Fs. How can you bet a guy against 3 Fs? That's fuck you 3 times.
Dave, you want that? You want that damn hat so bad? Why don't you put your money where your mouth is right now?
Oh, I'm on it. I'm on it. You got it? Let's go.
You got it. Because I hate when people put their notepads in the screen. I hate that. I'm not going to spare that. But I write down, because I can't gamble like you guys. You guys are lucky. You guys should thank Jesus every night. You guys got to put bets in.
Not when I lose, though. Then I'm cursing out.
Praise be to Allah, Ganesh, whoever the fuck is going to answer my prayers, because
there you go.
Yeah.
You're lucky, man. Imagine being me. So, and I'm tired of that anyways. But I write down if I could bet, and that's my first one. It's Trey Waters minus 170. That's my first official bet. So the fact that I get to put something on this, I appreciate it, Dave. Thank you.
Yeah, that's awesome. Good. You guys got a hat bet. All right. I'm also on Goff, and yeah, I like it. 3rd underdog in a row, but I'm fine with it. Trey Waters, the truth. He's fighting out of Jacksonville. He's fighting out of Florida, but he's not at any of the good gyms. He's out of Ludus MMA. I don't even never. Ludus, who's he training with? Who knows? I'll check his Instagram right now, real quick.
Lindsey Van Zant, who's got 4 losses.
Is that
Chuck
Paige
Norris? Chuck Norris. Cody Appling, who's got a loss in 2018. Another Chuck Norris, and then Seth Dupree, who's got.
Is that Paige Van Zant's sister? No. That's the Wish version of Paige Van Zant. That's the table. That's table Van Zant.
This is probably the worst gym record I've actually ever seen.
Oh,
This
that's
is
great.
We got 3 Chuck Norrises, a guy who's lost in 2018.
If I was
A
in
girl
Florida,
who's-
I'd be going to either American
Oh.
Top Team, MMA Masters, or Kill Cliff. I'm not going to go into no Ludic MMA or whatever this place is called. Okay, I got his Instagram, Trey the Truth UFC. You can't do it through Tapology, it brings you to it not available, but you search Trey Waters and it'll come up. And I see, all right, he's pushing a weight sled. I don't see him doing any punching or grappling or anything in a gym with anybody. I see him fishing, catching marlin. See him at church. Faith, hope, love, Jesus. Yeah, I see him posing on the beach.
I hope that man.
Oh,
no, he's Trey something or other.
It's Trey the Truth.
Trey the Truth, yeah.
Trey the Truth UFC. That's how you find it. Because I'm looking at it right now, and then I am not impressed. I see he's sitting with headgear on, but I don't see any like. Okay, here's how old is this one? There's one here from 31 weeks ago. He's doing some, and it's not even him, is it? Is that because if it is, there's some dude looking like Billy Golf that's riding him. Yeah, isn't Trey what? He's a black guy, right? Yeah,
Yes.
they're showing the only trick right there. See that one right there with the pads that do the shin pads? Hit that and you. Oh, I see him with. Okay, now if it's a long video, but look, that's him getting ridden by someone that looks like Billy Goff. Okay,
like Steve Ursig.
Okay, there's not him. There's not him. That's not him.
no.
Who are those guys? Who the fuck? All right, here he is here doing some spar practicing with looks like a fake Tamu version of Alex.
That's Pereira.
That is Pereira.
Tamu version.
Yeah, that's fucking Pereira. He's fucking dyeing him up.
Look at the mustache. Is that what's his name? Is that mustache that lost the other day? Vince Pichel. Is that Vince Pichel there? No, these are all fake. These are all.
He's training with lookalikes.
Which version of I wish I was?
Okay,
I was in the UFC.
All right. Not impressive.
Right. Enough of that. Okay, so me and you, Dave, are on Billy Goff, and Loopy is on Trey Waters. But I was on Trey Waters as well until I started doing a little bit of research. But yeah,
So,
I don't blame you. I'm not shading. I'm not.
If I'm not mistaken, Wolf.
Like I said,
Wolf,
I have a road to victory for every single fighter on this card. That's what's making this tough.
Wolf.
Okay.
Wolf. 3 dogs in a row.
Canucks.
3 dogs.
Oh yeah, I got Canucks in a parlay with I got it mixed parlay with some baseball too. You can't handle the truth. Okay, Pacers. Ugh. Yeah, I know. I took the Knicks, but anyway, I bet all sports, guys. I'm a degenerate. But anyway, moving on. We have another female fight between Baby Shark Tabitha Ricci and Tisha Torres. Well, now it's Tisha Pennington because her and Raquel Pennington tied the knot. Tisha Torres has been out for 2 years. Why? Because she had a baby. She had a baby, so she's a new mom, which is keep that in mind. Sometimes it works to the advantage, that new mom power, but sometimes it works against you. Like Nina Ansaroff, when she had a baby, she came back and she was not the same fighter as Nina Nunes. Nina Ansaroff, after she had a kid, was not. She went on the decline, and Tisha Torres is what? How many years older than? What is that? Yeah, what's that? I can't see that. I don't have it up either. Let me see. 5 years? What's that? Does that say 29 for Tabitha Ricci?
For what do you mean?
Age.
Yeah.
Age.
29.
29
and 34.
to 34. And I think Tabitha Ricci might have a little bit of reach, maybe an inch reach, right?
Same, 61, 61. They're both 5'1".
Yeah, they're both little
It's
girls.
a wash.
But,
Just the age.
what bothers me is Tisha Pennington Torres, whatever she's going by now, she's been out for 2 years and did have a baby. But I think she's got a lot of shit on her brain, on her mind because of the baby and the marriage and stuff. Where Tabitha Ricci's just been straight fighting. She's been training and fighting. She didn't know kid. She don't got time for that business. Coming off that loss to Lupe Godinez, but aside from that, and that was actually a pretty tight fight if I remember.
Yeah,
split decision. I had money on Lupe because I love Lupita Godinez. That's she looks like an ex-girlfriend of mine. I love her. But anyway, look at that stream of green. Jillian Robertson, Jessica Penne, Poliana Viana, Maria. That's then Oliveira. I don't know who that is, but Manafero. Take that loss. That's fine. I'll give her that. But yeah, I like. I'm leaning Tabitha Ricci here, but Tisha Torres she's a grinder, and maybe she will have that mommy strength. I don't know if that's the case. What do you guys think here?
Honestly, I had this as my second fake bet since I can't bet, and I had Tabitha Ricci, and then like listening to the other cappers kind of scared me off, and so I just crossed it out. But I have Tabitha Ricci all the way.
Oh, look at it. She's showing a full leg. Tisha Torres got the Tisha Torres just looks a little like older in the face, like she's aged.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, she's tired. She has
she looks it right.
She's a toddler.
I mean, her abs and stuff, she's ripped, but I'm just saying, I don't know.
Yeah,
and I'm pretty sure Tabitha Ricci's a better on the ground fighter. The thing is, Tabitha Ricci's striking is not that good, but I think she's better. Like her ground game is good. Tisha Pennington, she's like an overall average, like above average fighter overall, but I just think Tabitha Ricci's got a little bit better. So,
sure. Yeah.
You agree with that?
Yeah, I agree. I'm on the same side. Not to talk too much. But Pennington, she stopped breastfeeding after 6 months, and she said she just dried up because she started training as soon as she could, and her milk dried up, so she started giving the baby formula. But still, I know.
Oh, you went. That's a deep dive. That's a pretty deep dive. Real Fight Picks. You dove deep with that, and her nipples dried up.
Hey,
got to switch.
But she's got a toddler. She's probably really tired.
Here's for breastfeeding.
I'm there. Hang on. There we go. Welcome to the stream. We're talking about breastfeeding.
Yes, sir.
And
Tisha Torres Pennington dried up.
She said that it took her a while to get her hips back because I guess when you give birth, your hips somehow give, and that was something she noticed when she went back to the gym, that she has loose hips, and that it took a while for her hips to get.
That's what they'll say.
That's her new nickname is Loose Hips Pennington.
Yes, loose hips.
Loose hips.
Hey, and that could come into play for Ricci. But I got Ricci. All things considered, she wants to grow her family, so she's already thinking. She said she had a baby because she lost, so I think she's gonna have a baby if she loses, and it's almost like she's already mentally checked out. I feel. But she looks great. Look at her. I mean, she looks solid. She looks tough. She looks
she does look fantastic.
It's going to be a decision. Hopefully, Ricci gets the nod. I got her in Tapology. I got her in a couple of lineups for DraftKings just in case she pulls off some kind of submission. But I think Ricci barely wins.
Yeah, it's definitely going to go with decision. But I agree with you, Dave. What are you thinking on this one?
So this is one where, Tisha Pennington, look at her. She looks amazing. She's jacked. She's come back. She's bounced back from the pregnancy very well. Very impressive. But I think here where it's going to be is, Tisha spent a lot of time in the gym. She's jacked. She's big. But Tabitha Ricci is refined and faster. She's going to have way more speed on her feet, way more speed on her jabs, way more speed on her punches. I think Tabatch Ricci is going to be able to beat Tisha Pennington to the punch, despite Tisha Pennington's ring rust, because she hasn't fought in so long. Whereas Tabatch Ricci is just kind of fighting every fucking couple months. Strike land per minute, 4.41 versus 4.74. Wash. Strike absorb Tabatch Ricci, 4.86 versus 3.89. Yes, a little advantage to Tisha, but please recall, these stats are from 2 years ago. Takedown average, 3.39 versus 0.66. Did you read that?
Yeah. You know what?
3.39 versus 0.66. Holy fuck. And she hasn't been in the ring for 2 years. I hope she's been fucking doing her BJJ practice.
I don't know. You know what? I'm looking at her Instagram. All I see is pictures of her kid. That's all. Her kid, and Raquel. There's some pictures of her, but most even the pictures of her training, her kids in them.
Yeah. So she's about to walk into a BJJ assassin's fucking lair, who has just as much volume, who has no ring rust, who is how many years younger? 6 years younger?
Yeah.
Tisha, I'm trying to find a good avenue for you, but I got nothing.
She's a good mom.
Tabatch Ricci is going to be faster. She's going to be hungrier. She has a better ground game. I think she's going to have the higher volume. I'm sorry.
You know what? She's definitely the subservient. She's the wife of their relationship. Raquel's definitely the masculine side of that marriage.
Yeah. Well, time to go back in the kitchen, barefoot and pregnant, doing laundry and shit.
You know, and Raquel's like,
not to be racist to lesbians.
I'm not carrying no kid. You do it. That's because Raquel can too, but she's like, nope, you do it.
Raquel's got a career. She has to pretend to keep up. But anyways,
I'm the champ.
Let's fight, regardless of trashing anybody. I'm all pro Tabatch Ricci. She's gonna be the faster one. She's got the better ground game. She's younger. She's hungrier. If Tisha wins this, I'll be floored. I'll be absolutely fucking
Mother's
floored.
Day. It's Mother's Day this weekend, so yeah, that might come into play. Oh, that's great.
I mean, I hate betting on chick fights, but Tabatch Ricci at minus 138. It's almost
on Bet Online. It's minus 145. You got a better price than me.
Jeez,
I got minus 138, and at minus 130, I really don't want to bet on girls' fights, but at minus 138, that's tasty.
Yeah,
it is.
That's really tasty.
We're all on the Ricci side, Baby Shark.
Yeah.
Oh, sweet.
Blood in the water. Baby Shark's going to get her. Blood in the water. Lots of body strikes, liver strikes, stomach strikes. Taking it down the ground and pound. Keisha, put the gloves up. Time to be the wife.
Yep. Okay, let's move on. Next, we have
placenta in the water.
Terrence McKinney. What? Placenta in the water. Oh, awesome. Okay. Enough of that. Next, we have Terrence McKinney taking on Esteban Ribovics. Now, Terrence McKinney is round one or bust fighter. Everybody knows that. It's either if he doesn't get it done in round one, he gasses. T-Rex, he's nothing. He has nothing left in him come round two. And he's taking on Esteban Ribovics, El Gringo, coming from Argentina. Argentina, they kind of got that South American toughness, kind of like the Mexicans do. Like they're tough. They're not gonna. I think he's gonna outlast Terrence McKinney that round one. He'll survive Terrence McKinney round one though, very dangerous. He comes in, he'll come with a flying knee. He'll come with everything he's got. But that's why if it goes to round two, he's going to be mouth breathing. Terrence McKinney's going to be, and his IQ is not the best, even though he does have a wrestling background. All that does is sap his cardio and that's why he doesn't use it. I think Esteban Ribovics is going to win this, and I think he might even be able to finish come round 2 after Terrence McKinney's winded. And it's unfortunate, though, because I like Terrence McKinney. He's an exciting fighter. And he does come from, like, he does have wrestling. He just doesn't use it. And I think he doesn't use it is because his cardio is so shit. Where Rebovic's, let's take a little, I'm going to take a little dive into Rebovic's past fight series. 12-1. That one loss is to that's Loic Razdabov, who was was he Polish, I think, or something. But this Loic Razdabov, Tajikistan. I thought whatever. He's a Tajikistan guy fighting out of Kill Cliff. This guy Razdabov he's good. I mean, I don't know that much about him because he's rather new, but he's good. He lost to Matus Rebecki, but anyway, yeah, I'm still going with what he beat. This is Rebovic's beat Kamwela Kirk. Kamwela Kirk's good. And before that, though, he was kind of, regional scene guy. But I'm looking at records, and these guys aren't bums. He beat a 11-3 guy, 17-6 guy, 21-6 guy. I mean, he's, of course, in the beginning, he had a couple cans when he first started out, but I think he's solid, this dude. And McKinney, I really want to go McKinney's way, but that his cardio just falls off, and you've seen it time and time again. And his wins aren't they all in early? They're all, like his wins look 20 seconds around 1 against Brendan Murat. Who the fuck is that guy? Mike Breeden. I mean, really? Eric Gonzalez. I'm skipping the losses, by the way, too. Eric Gonzalez, round 1. And look at the losses, though. Lidin Sazakov, round 2, rear naked choke. Ishmael Bonfim, round 2. You know why? Because Drew Dober. And I remember he rocked Drew Dober but Drew Dober, at the end of round 1, knee to ground strikes. I see his good win against Fracian. That's a good win. And when was that? Round 1. Matt Frivola, round 7 seconds, round 1. That's what I'm saying. He's round 1 or bust. Terrence McKinney is. And I think Rebovic's has enough durability to last round 1. That's why he's going to take care of business in round 2. I'm on Rebovic's. I don't even know the odds, but what are you guys thinking on this one?
Yeah, same here. Something that, I mean, I don't want to act like I'm all good or talk down on decisions someone's making, but Terrence McKinney, like if I was a fighter and I was as popular as him, like he's training at this gym called Peak Performance, which I'm sure is super nice facility or whatever. But like to me, you have a name. I seen him in a couple of pictures training with like Aljamain Sterling, but he doesn't train like from what I understand. If I'm wrong, please prove me wrong. But American Top Team, a gym like Kill Cliff, a gym like Team Alpha Male. And so I don't know, it makes me question like how serious he is about trying to become a champion. And on the other hand, you got Ribovics who trains at Kill Cliff, and he did exactly what I said. Like, you join the UFC, maybe you don't join one of those gyms because you don't got that kind of money, or it's not where you're from or whatever, but you have a couple fights under your belt. That's what Esteban Ribovics did. Like he got an MMA and then found a good gym, and he's like taking it really serious. And he has durability. He's never been finished. And he has power in his hands. And that's like a kryptonite for McKinney, because McKinney needs somebody who's going to break in the first round. And Esteban Ribovics has never broken before. So if I had to put my money on it, he's a favorite. So it's not like being all gutsy or anything like that. But if I had to put my money on it, I'm going with Ribovics all the way for the durability factor. McKinney's a live dog.
I'm looking at Terrence McKinney's Instagram, and it's all like there's some pictures of him, but it's everybody. It's all other fighters in his pictures. Like he's got Tom Aspinall in a picture by himself.
I feel like he's just trying to rub shoulders with people. He's just trying to rub shoulders with people.
He's not even in the picture with them. He's just a picture of Tom Aspinall. He's got a picture of him with Joe Rogan, and he's crying. And his tweet says, 5 years ago, I overdosed and died twice. 2 years ago, I made it to the UFC Contender Series and lost. 3 weeks ago I made my debut and set a record. That's when he probably knocked out Frivola in 7 seconds. You know what I mean? That was his record because it's
Hey, you know what the most interesting prop I heard though is if this fight goes to round 2, live bet on Ribovics, especially if he got his ass kicked by McKinney in the first round. If that's the setup, obviously Ribovics can mop up McKinney in the first round and the fight could start the second round and he could finish him in the second round. But if McKinney comes out strong, wins that first round, that's a great live bet.
Yeah, I'm heavy on Ribovics. I'm pretty now looking at Terrence McKinney's Instagram. I didn't look at Ribovics, but look at Terrence McKinney's Instagram. He's got a picture of the dude that owns Facebook there in a UFC. I mean,
Mark Zuckerberg.
Yeah, he's got a picture of Zuckerberg. He got a picture of Andy Reid. He got all these people that aren't even. I mean, he's got a picture of, just I don't know. He's
a social butterfly. He's a social butterfly.
But
yeah, and that's cool. I like him. He even responded to me on my burner Instagram.
Oh, did he?
We've had a little chit chat. Yeah. He's like pretty open.
Why do you need a burner Instagram?
I like to.
I used to like to. Never mind. I pulled the question.
Okay. Well,
I apologize.
Honestly, now that I think about it, we should talk about it like on my WhatsApp somewhere. I'm just kidding.
I'm way too fucking old for this shit. All right. Is it my turn yet?
Yes, it's your turn.
Yep.
All right, let's go over Terrence McKinney's record real quick. And let's be honest, this guy has died twice. He is a professional fighter. Sorry, he's a professional fighter fighting out of a shitty gym, trying to make a paycheck. And let's look at his records. Yeah, how many fights? Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 fights since 2022. Damn, that volume's insane. And he's taking whatever he can to pay the bills. Win, lose, he'll give it his best chance he can. He's going to put the best out there. He's got a good ground game, which is what scares me about Esteban. Is that Esteban doesn't have a proven ground game yet. Let's go for the stats real quick. If this stays on the feet, Esteban 6.16 versus 4.46, 3.40 landed versus 2.51. Esteban's going to have the advantage on the feet. He's going to be able to piece this guy up. If Terrence does get to take this to the ground, and I am worried about his gas tank, I always have been, 3.52 takedowns per 15 minutes compared to 0.95. Terrence McKinney is going to have the advantage on the ground. Mind you, he only has a 36% takedown accuracy, but he has been fighting BJJ. If you look at his record real quick, he just lost to Sydney Outlaw in a grappling fight, which tells me he's been training his BJJ, which is a little bit scary for me. Having said that, I'm going to go with the takedown defense of 60% of Esteban. I think he's going to have the more volume on the feet. As long as this doesn't go to the ground, this is my fingers crossed, Terrence doesn't have a chance. The only path to victory for Terrence is to be able to take this down to the ground and be able to dominate him in a very boring, dominating way, because I don't think Esteban, as far as I'm concerned, has very much of ground experience here. Let's go over real quick.
He's over at Killcliff, and Killcliff does have a lot of good ground guys over there. So
they do. So I know he's been training it, but can I see? Yeah. Okay. Oh, okay. So we've got some fights earlier on in his career. We've got submission by armbar, Kimura armbar, inverted triangle choke.
So
this makes me feel so much better.
Yeah, he can handle himself down there, I think.
Oh yeah.
And I don't think he's going to go there anyway. Terrence McKinney's going to try to.
No, I mean, and that is the only. Like I said, that's the only path to victory for Terrence.
Gas himself out. So
you know what? We actually have some good odds on this card so far. Esteban minus 163, Terrence McKinney plus 137. No prop bets in this one, but I like Esteban. I really do.
Yep. All right.
We're all decision probably, but no prop bets.
All right. Now, can we move on?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Next, we have the feature fight of the prelim. Chase Hooper versus Slavoklos Vyacheslav Borshev. Borshev, this is classic grappler versus striker. Borshev, fantastic striker. He's the striking coach over at Alpha Male, but horrible takedown defense, horrible ground game, which is crazy to me because Alpha Male is loaded with, top ranking grapplers. Chase Hooper, total opposite. Striking game, not really there. I mean, he's getting better, but he's not going to hold a match compared to Borshev on the feet. But if it goes to the ground, Chase Hooper's a master. He's a decorated black belt. He was winning BJJ tournaments when he was a preteen. You know what I'm saying? When he was just a wee little kid. And so he's definitely goes to the ground. It's Chase Hooper, and he's got killer ground and pound. He can get it done on the ground, but if it stays standing up, Borshev's going to piece him up and rock him. And Slavoklos is like he's a master of sport in kickboxing or combat sambo or something. He used to train KGB fighters on striking, and now he's a striking coach over Alpha Male. His thing is his ground game or his takedown defense sucks. And his ground game sucks. And so Chase Hooper gets it to the ground, it's Chase Hooper. But if Borshev can manage to keep it on the feet, it's Slavoklos. So I'm kind of torn. I'm going to go Chase Hooper. I'm going to hope that it'll find its way to the ground, and that's where Chase Hooper is going to excel. And I don't think he's going to finish it. I think Borshev is just going to he'll struggle, but he's going to have problems getting up. Because Chase Hooper, once he gets it to the ground, he's going to keep him down, and it's going to be tough to get up from Chase Hooper on your back or on top. And I don't see Slavoklos doing that. And Chase Hooper, he's going to be working submissions. He's going to be working that top game. He'd probably get a little ground and pound in there. But you saw that one battle Borshev had with where he looked like he was going to lose. Who was it? It was, and he ended up coming. It was a draw. Where was that? Let me see. Who's that? Oh, the last fight. What's that draw right there?
Oh, sorry.
Not
bad.
Not for Hooper. Slavoklos.
I know. Just chill the fuck out.
Yeah, his last
Nazim
fight,
Sadykhov.
right there. That fight, he was getting rocked, and he got saved by the bell, I think, a couple times, but there was like back and forth, and it was a battle. But I gotta give him credit. He never quit, and I thought he was on the ground getting pounded. I thought the ref was going to stop it like 3 times over, but I still think Chase Hooper might edge out a decision victory here. He's got the youth too. He's 24. Slavoklos is 32, and Chase Hooper's also got the size, a little bit bigger, 74-inch reach to 69. Does that? But I mean, when it comes to striking, that doesn't matter. Slavoklos can outstrike him, that's for sure. But yeah, I'm going Chase Hooper, the dream. What are you thinking here?
So Chase Hooper sucks at wrestling. Chase Hooper sucks at 2 things: wrestling and striking, and he's really good at one thing: jiu-jitsu. He's like the Hoist Gracie of the UFC. And I don't know. He acts like he takes it all serious. His crew looks like so weird. Like they don't even belong at like an MMA. They look out of place. But I mean,
where's
who
he
am I to judge?
Training out of Combat Sport Fitness. I'm gonna check out his Instagram. Keep talking.
Yeah, I'm gonna say his gym's probably not like that well known. I know he was like, if you look at the reels or you look at his story, I know he was with his girlfriend 6 weeks ago. Well, right there, if you click on that blue jacket one.
Yeah, I see that one.
You see it? If you click on that one, he's drinking alcohol. Look at him. 6 weeks ago. Get serious, guy. You got to fight a killer who's won 6 KOs and 7 wins, who's the striking coach at Team Alpha Male, if he still does that. But I mean, and you have you're susceptible to strikes. Even Chase Hooper, when he fought on the Contender Series, he almost got like the commentators were talking like Hooper had no chance. They were talking about how he needs to go back to the lab and work on his striking. He ends up winning a unanimous decision.
His girlfriend's pregnant. His girlfriend's going to have a baby. Yeah.
I mean,
21 weeks ago, showing pictures of the. Yeah.
Yeah, he's still getting his rest though.
Right there, right there's the sonogram or the ultrasound pictures. See that?
I think Slava Claus is good enough to beat Chase. I don't think he can beat everybody. I think he has huge holes in his game when it comes to the ground game. He's been taken down a bunch of times, but I've also seen him deter the takedown. So, it's a little tricky because he's taken down by a certain caliber wrestler that I don't think Chase Hooper is. And we'll see.
Good point there.
Slava Claus was one of my bets I would make if I could. Straight bet. I like the line. I put him in a parlay. I think he's going to knock out Chase Hooper. Chase Hooper's chin, he's taken some shots starting from day one. And that chin, as young as he is, I mean, it's got to been taken, it's got to have a layer that's been scraped off of it. Give me Slava Claus, guys.
He's only been knocked out one time.
Sorry to be on the other side of this.
By Steve Garcia.
But he's taken some shots. Even the fight he won right there with Peter Barrett or whatever. Yeah, Peter Barrett down there. He was losing that fight.
Like Peter Barrett.
He was getting his ass kicked for 2
he was. That was 4 years ago. I get it.
I know. I remember that.
And he got a heel hook.
Yeah. I think you convinced me to flip, maybe. Dave, what are you thinking?
Don't mess with my one-trick pony. My one-trick pony is gonna fucking annihilate this motherfucker. He's got that new dad strength. Oh, I see it happening. Let's go over some stats real quick. All right, Chase Hooper 4.86 versus 5.82. Granted, that he might have some more volume on the feet, but strike absorb 3.59. I don't care if you're a coach, you're still absorbing 4.07 strikes landed per minute, which is okay. Minor striking, okay, that's fine. Chase Hooper on the ground, takedown average 1.42, and we know that is because just once he takes them down once, they're staying down. They ain't going nowhere. That's why that should be 1. That should be 1. That number should be 1.00. Somehow somebody got up and gave him a 0.42 as a better odds. This guy is an expert. Submission average 2.2. Yeah. Oh, man. This spider monkey is going to rape this poor bastard. I'm sorry. Chase Hooper, the one-trick pony. The father, no. This is going to be ugly. It's going to be within distance. It's going to be a submission. Probably second round. And I hate to say I'm going for another fucking dog again, which I think I am. Plus 110, Chase Hooper. Obviously by submission, so I'll improve my odds to plus 300. Chase Hooper, there's my prop bet for the night, guys.
It's ridiculous.
I'm looking at the Slava Claus, the Instagram. He's doing dog tricks, has a dog doing doggy tricks, he's crab fishing. So the drinking alcohol thing, I'm not bothered by that. When Slava Claus is playing touch butt with his dog in the skateboard park.
Crab fishing is extremely masculine.
Not where he's
you put on that damn that
paid to
farmer,
go on this Carter boat,
Long John Silver.
That happened to be a crab fishing boat. Yeah, I'm not. Man. He's sitting in a rocking chair on his front porch with his stupid little dog.
If you guys,
you can't do it through his tapology. You guys search the word Slava Claus. He's already got a daughter. He's got a kid and his daughter. He got him, his wife, and his daughter wearing cowboy hats at a UFC event. Got a private table, eating food. I wonder if there's
If you're
alcohol in
going
that.
into a fight, wouldn't you want to put your money on the guy who can actually knock the other guy out?
No, if you go against Chase Hooper, I wouldn't fuck with Chase Hooper anywhere.
There's
Ever.
only one out of those two guys right there. There's only one of them that can knock the other guy out in a fight, and I want to go with that guy.
Yeah, but there's only one of those guys who can choke the other guy out. And if you guys say with knockout, choke out, if I can touch you, you're in trouble. BJJ all day.
I see a picture of Slava Claus, and he's got steak, and he's got a beer. Real fight pics. There's a picture on Instagram. He's drinking a freaking beer. Are you kidding me? You got a fight coming, bro.
It's not
What are you doing? I know, Jesus. Are you kidding me?
You're gonna need that cardio.
Jeez. And it's empty. The beer cans, the beer draft, the draft glass is empty. May drink it.
He's gonna be hungover. See, I don't like that.
That picture was just fake. He was just showing the drink. He had a sip of it. He's like, "Yeah, I'm training. I can't drink that."
I hope it's not real.
Anyway, yeah, I'm still a little bit torn. You're right. I mean, you kind of want to take the striker that can knock the other guy out, but I don't think he's going to do that. I think Chase Hooper is going to take it to the ground and win a boring fight with coverage. So, yeah, definitely, Slava Claus definitely has better chest hair. Because Chase Hooper's still a boy, and does he even have chest hair yet? I don't even know if he has a nut hair yet. Maybe now. What is he, 23, 24? Might have just come into it. Must be crab fishing. And you know what's funny? He's got his daughter, but the most recent pictures are all him and his stupid little white little dog. I don't even what is that? A little poodle? I don't even know what kind of dog that is. I don't really care.
He's talking about it being
He's
a huge
sitting on his
responsibility.
front porch in a rocking chair, hugging his little dog, and the dog's got a sweater on. Real fight pics. The dog's wearing a sweater. That right there is why I'm not picking Slava Claus. Who puts her little stupid white doggy in a sweater, take him to the skate park, have him go up the skateboard ramp? Oh, look at the bit. And he has in Russian, he has a whole thing. No, it's in English. Having a dog is a big responsibility. Unfortunately, not everybody understands this. Okay, Slava Claus, I get it. You want to be all happy go lucky with the dog, but
I understand. Yeah. He's a man of, responsibility.
Whatever. Oh, and then like his wife or somebody, Borshava, I think it's his wife. Oh, Max is crazy, sweet boy. Come on. All right, enough of that. So anyway, Dave, you're on Hooper. Real fight picks, you're on Borslav. I'm sticking with Hooper. I'm sticking with my gut. My gut says it's going to be a boring control on the ground fight, and Slava Claus is going to have trouble getting up from it. Okay, moving on. Next we have Waldo Cortez Acosta taking on Robeles de España. Robeles de España, never seen him after like 2 minutes. Or maybe I think he went one fight in his history, he went 3 minutes, but never seen him outside the first round. He's knocking all these people out in less than a minute. And he's taking
seen him win to get in the cage.
Acosta, who I know he's 4-1 in his last 5, but they're against like Chase Sherman and let me pull up the tap file. You got it right there, Dave. Pull them up. Who we got? Okay.
Andrei Arlovsky.
All right. Andrei Arlovsky, an old Andrei Arlovsky, mind you, and he was salsa dancing and stuff. That was such a I didn't like that fight at all. Okay. Lucas Brzeski, come on. He lost to Marcos Rogero de Lima. Okay, Chase Sherman, Jared Vandera. Come on. These guys are the bottom of the barrel. These guys are the guys you want to be matched up against to get you a win. You know what I mean? So, if it goes past, look at this beast. By the way, the new longest reach in the UFC, longer than John Jones. He's got the record of longest wingspan, longest reach in the UFC right now. Yeah. And this guy is just a monster. He's a Olympian in Taekwondo. And look at the picture. Look at the guy sleeping on the mat behind him. Look at that's what happens when he goes out there. And it's not like Waldo Cortez Acosta is going to take him down, because Mr. Salsa guy, salsa dancer, whatever you want to call him, that guy is a striker. He's like he wants to he's going to try to stand and bang with this beast in Robelis. I'm pretty confident Robelis Despaigne is going to win. However, I do see, like I said, I have a route to victory for every fighter on this card. Waldo Cortez Acosta, if he manages to, dance his way away from getting knocked out in the first round, goes second round, it could go his way, because I've never seen Robelis Despaigne past a minute or two or whatever. And he's only 5-0. He's not very, it's the question. There's a lot of questions on this. I don't know. Let's see. Josh Parisian, round 1, 18 seconds. Before that, Miles Bank, 4 seconds. Steve Payne, 3 seconds. And these guys are cans. All of them are cans, I'll tell you that. But he's knocking them all out, except for the very first fight, Katumba Malumba. But these are, both of them were 0-0-0. Right? 0-0-0. And that went 4 minutes into the first round. But yeah, I'm going to take the Taekwondo Olympian in Robelis Despaigne.
That is one of the biggest humans I've ever seen.
If he had any type of wrestling or ground game, grappling, jiu-jitsu, if he had any type of that, I would maybe consider throwing a scratch off, but I can't. I gotta take Robelis. I just got to. I look at just ending these people quick. I remember watching that Josh Parisian fight. I'm like, finally, he's going against somebody with a real record, because everybody else was cans. This would be his true test. Waldo Cortez Acosta, I mean, will be his hardest fight he's ever had, but I don't think Salsa Boy is going to get past for round 1 either. Might get past a minute, maybe, but if he wants to stand and bang, which he's going to, because he does have a couple submission wins here, though. Let's see. Unanimous decision against Orlovsky. Bresky, round 1, hooks. Where's his submit? Oh, he's got a Kimura back in 2021 in RUF 42. Rough 42. So, and before that, he was a straight up boxer, just boxing. So, yeah, I'm heavily on Robelis Despaigne. And I think the odds are a little bit not wide enough, actually. I think they should be what happened? Oh, goal. Oh, did Vancouver score? Anyway, go ahead. One of you guys.
So, Walter Cortez Acosta, he's trading out of Ultimate Combat Training in, I think, Mesa, Arizona. If anything, somewhere in Arizona. And then we have, you know what? I'm going to go with, I'm going to keep it short. I'm going to go with Despaigne. He's the only bronze medal Olympian in this bout here. He's a bronze medal Olympian from Cuba. And 1 second, guys. I dropped my my hearing. I don't know if Dave's trying to cut me off. I don't want to talk over him. All right, here we go. So, yeah, I'm going to go with Despaigne. I did see something that I didn't like on Waldo Cortez Instagram. He was eating at a Mexican restaurant where they have greasy tacos. They have greasy tacos. I believe it's in a story. It was 14 hours ago, and I watched that 3 hours ago, so 18 hours ago. And he was eating, and they probably cook with animal fat, because all those Mexican restaurants do. And that's terrible for you, and it makes you sleepy. So that's not going to help him. So give me Despain. I'm going to take Despain because he's probably eating healthier. He's an Olympian. He takes care of himself. He knows how to train. He's an Olympic athlete. And he's got the better stand-up. And these are two stand-up fighters. Does it worry me that, Waldo Cortez can come take him down? Yes, it does. But I feel more likely that, maybe Despain's working on that.
Signs of taking down. Yeah, I think so too. But because I don't look at right there, I don't see any signs of Waldo Cortez Acosta taking down anybody. He's going to try to stand and bang with this giant, with this beast, this Spain.
My turn?
Yeah.
Okay. Let's be honest here. Rubelas Despain. Motherfucking genetically engineered. This is not a normal person. And we've seen this before. Don't even fucking get there. This motherfucker is not a normal human being. Look at the size of this man. Waldo Cortez Acosta, you're awesome. I love you dearly. You are a lamb to the slaughter here. Let's just for fun, and I've only got one strike against Josh Parisian, so I know this doesn't count. So let's just for fun look at stats. Waldo Cortez Acosta, strike land per minute, 6.13. Rubelas Despain. Can you read that? 23.33 strikes landed per minute.
Yeah, but they are biased. You know what I mean?
But I get it. But that's still that's the best odds. That's the best. I mean, I can't even do the math on that as like strikes landed per minute, 23 strikes landed. That's wow. That's some volume. Anyways, I don't see Waldo Cortez having any way in hell to be able to win against this genetically engineered mutant of a man who is very impressive. And hey, maybe Tom Aspinall can cut some weight and make it go fly.
His Instagram right now, Despain's Instagram. There's a picture. The guy, the guys that the holding the pad. The guy's holding the pad as high as he can reach, and Despain is kicking higher than the guy can reach. It's like it's abnormal. It's not. It's I'm like, that's freakish right there.
He's a monster.
That's wild.
Well, he's at Temple MMA down in Florida, and now I'm looking at the Temple MMA Instagram, and they do train a little bit of takedown defense and little wrestling. I don't see it on Despain's page, but look at that.
The tornado kick.
Yeah, who needs to kick something 10 feet up in the air? Where's like a fucking vulture coming at you?
If he throws that kick, he's gonna go right over Cortez Acosta's head. You better lower that down a little bit.
It's a fucking dinosaur coming at you? An elephant? What are you kicking this 10 feet up in the air?
Oh, man. Yeah. What are the odds on this one? I think they're I checked. Okay. Right now on Bet Online live odds for
minus 250.
Okay. Yeah, minus 250 plus 210. So yeah, we're all heavily on Rubelas Despain's freakish. Just oh my goodness, this guy, he is something crazy. But it'll be interesting. I mean, I like to see upsets. I want to see Waldo Cortez Acosta make it to round 2.
Yeah, be interesting to see what Despain got.
All right,
left.
Right. Oilers win 5-3. Is done?
No. That's gonna be the score. That's my prediction.
Oh. What's the score right now?
1-0 for. Oh, sorry, 1-1. Live updates. 9:04 in the first. 1-1. Vancouver
Sweet.
scored first. Oilers came back. I live in British Columbia, but I am an Oilers fan because of my ex and because of the. Yeah, I got to go with Connor McDavid here. Oilers are going to win this series.
I got
Sorry,
Vancouver
Crystal.
but I took out the puck line, so I got +1.5. Vancouver +1.5 goals. So
I don't know shit about hockey.
Plus 1.5.
+1.5.
Yeah.
Is it?
Yeah. Well, I'm calling 5-2 with the empty netter. But yeah, good luck.
It's 1-1.
Is Sidney Crosby still a thing? Does he play?
Sidney Crosby? I don't
Is he
think
retired?
so. I think so. He's not in the playoffs.
No.
I don't know shit about hockey though.
Yeah, I know.
Decent.
I can tell.
I like
He still plays
in the UFC.
I like the Rangers, and they're going against Carolina in the playoffs. They play tomorrow. Rangers. Go Rangers. Anyway, so moving on up the card, we have Alex Caceres taking on Sean Woodson. Here's another one. I was kind of back and forth. I'm on Sean Woodson, but I found Alex Caceres he's got more of a repertoire, like he's fought the better class of fighter in his, if you look at his resume, his fight resume on Tapology, he's been around a lot longer. He's 21-14. He's definitely has much more experience than Sean Woodson. He's fighting at MMA Lab, which is great. And he's got the edge in grappling. Sean Woodson, 11-1-1. He's super long. But look, if you look at Alex Caceres, his last MMA loss was Giga Chikadze. He's got some sprinkled in here grappling losses, but they're good. They're like Pat Sabatini beat him. Okay, Nathaniel Wood. But he's doing the grappling. Whereas in Sean Woodson, if it finds its way to the ground, I don't think Sean Woodson's a grappler. 11-1-1. This guy, he's just a long, lengthy, reaching. Oh, he's got one submission. I bet you it's like a guillotine. Let me see. And he's looking like a decisionator. He's not like a knockout dude. He got a split decision against Charles Jourdain, a unanimous against Dennis Bazooka. Colin Anglin hooks to the body. Yusef Zalal split decision again. Oh, here it is. Nope. He got Darce choked by Julian Erosa. So right there, you can say he's not, like, if it goes to the ground, Alex Caceres might be able to do, because like Alex Caceres does the grappling. Oh, look, his one submission for Sean Woodson is his very first pro fight against an 0-3 guy, and he got him in a guillotine choke, which is like, I can teach my daughter how to do a guillotine choke in 10 minutes. You know what I'm saying? It's like, it's 101. It's BJJ 1. It's like the first submission you learn is a guillotine choke or rear naked choke. It's one of those, That's why I knew So Alex Caceres, if he was to play this smart, which he's a veteran, and he does no game planning for fights, if he takes it to the ground, he definitely has a chance here. But man, Sean Woodson is a lengthy fighter, and he can pop from the outside, and that's why he's getting these split decision wins, because I think when Dave goes over the stats, we're going to confirm it, but I'm sure his significant strikes his volume's better. Significant strikes, he's a more targeted fighter. Like he can nail his. He's a technical fighter, technical boxing fighter, and he's doing the right thing against these guys. The flying knee against Terrence McKinney. So I'm a little torn, because I picked Sean Woodson on Tapology, but I'm open to maybe somebody convincing me to switch and change to Alex Caceres, because, as I said, Alex Caceres has definitely the better ground game, and he's smart enough, I think, to come up with a game plan. If, like I said, Alex Caceres has all those grappling extras on his Tapology page against like Pat Sabatini and stuff. Way superior wrestling and grappling and BJJ. That's why I think he might be able to play that card and go with that game plan and edge out and shit in everybody's parlay, because I think a lot of people are heavy on Sean Woodson. What do you guys thinking of this one?
Man, I'm exactly where you're at, and I was actually waiting for you. I was looking forward to this all week to see if you could sway me one way or the other, because I feel a little insecure because I don't have Alex Caceres in any lineups. I totally faded him at this point, and I feel vulnerable in the tournament not having him, because he's really a good he's the veteran, right? He's the more experienced. He beat somebody that Woodson lost to in Julian Erosa. He did break his arm though in that fight against Giga Jukadze. He broke that in the first round. Giga kicked his arm and broke his arm 8 months ago, and maybe that's why he hasn't fought for a while. Even though 8 months isn't that long ago. Sean Woodson is going to be the hometown guy. He's from St. Louis, like you mentioned earlier. But it's like one of those situations where I don't know if Caceres, I know he has his own gym, I think, but it says he trains at an MMA lab. I couldn't get a feel for where he was working out at, but I know that Sean Woodson's from
Instagram. We'll figure it out. Keep talking. I'm gonna do a little research on his Instagram.
You got it. Yeah, Sean Woodson, on the other hand, is just like we have with Trey Waters, just like Billy Goff. Sean Woodson's like the most popular guy at his gym in St. Louis. It's not like one of those, gyms where there's well-known fighters there with him. But it's really hard because Sean Woodson's known that he's made a good account for himself. Except for losing to Julian Erosa, he got caught in the third round with a Darce choke, so he is susceptible to chokes. And Caceres,
Caceres is the MMA lab 3 days ago at the MMA lab. So, but he does own his own crap too. He owns his own shit. So
yeah. But I mean, he trains at MMA lab, so he's trained with guys there that are really good, that are just as good. Probably. There you go. Yeah. So, just now talking to you though, you kind of swayed me not to change my pick in Tapology. I'm gonna pick Woodson. I just want to see, do I have Woodson as one of my bets to make? I don't know. It doesn't matter because
that's a great highlight kick. Is that Julian Rosa? Oh, there it is again. I love that.
Yep, he stopped Erosa. No, I don't even have him as one of the picks, and the line's not that crazy. Well, it probably is crazy, but now I'm picking in DraftKings. I'm gonna go with Alex Caceres. I'm gonna pick him up like 5 times because he's live. I feel like he's a live dog. He's got the submission threat.
Who's your pick?
Sean Woodson.
Who's your pick on Tapology? Who's your contact pick?
Woodson. Woodson all day.
Dave?
Pass.
What? That's the wrong show. That's DFS by the numbers.
This account is private.
That's the wrong
show. All right. So, all right. Give me my time. Shut the fuck up. Give me my fucking time. I'm a huge Alex Caceres fan. I'm a huge Kung Fu. Like, you have no idea. He is so underestimated. He has skills, especially coming after a loss. The motherfucker does not lose that many in a row. Sean Woodson, also, you feminine, masculine, whatever the fuck you are, 6'2" gargantuan motherfucker. Also a huge fan. These guys striking on the feet. Wow, it's gonna be so close. It's gonna be so close. Caceres. Okay, let's go over the stats real quick so I can back my shit up. Strike 9 per minute, 4.16 versus 5.40. Okay, volume to Woodson there. Strike absorb, 2.93 versus 4.00. Okay, advantage Alex there. On the ground, 0.56, 0.76. They don't need to take it to the ground, but if they want to, they can. 62, 68, 64 defense, 84 defense. just because he's 6'2" and he's fought opponents that are not quite Alex Caceres. Guys, this is a coin flip. I am fans of both of these motherfuckers. I'm gonna lean Caceres. Oh, what's it? I'm gonna lean Caceres. No bets on this. Coin flip. I'm just gonna sit back, crack a beer, have some popcorn, and enjoy the show. This one here, I'm not betting on. It is going to be I cannot wait. This is my main event for this card.
I think I think I'm going to switch. I think I'm going Alex Caceres now. Now looking at both their, I found Sean Woodson's Instagram. It's not through the Tapology one. You have to search. It's Saint STL_sniper, St. Louis sniper, whatever. But I'm looking through it, and yeah, there's no grappling at all. And I think that's where Alex Caceres owns his own gym, so he's a smart dude, and he's been around the block. He's 21. I don't like double-digit losses. You guys know I can't stand that, but I think if he implicates a grapple-heavy game plan here, which you could see his Tapology, he's been grappling a lot recently too. Win or lose, it's still grappling. If he implicates that game plan against Woodson, I think
Woodson, he was a boxer. So
right.
Crystal was saying something about Caceres being susceptible to leg kicks, but he won't have to worry about that so much because Woodson's a professional boxer or boxed professionally and had a good record.
And you notice Sean Woodson's one and only loss was to Juicy Julian Erosa, who Alex Caceres has that highlight reel where he's kicking him in the head, knocking him out. But Julian, you know how Juicy J beat him? With a submission, rear naked choke, I think it was. But so it's So where is it? Right there. Julian Erosa, Darce choke, even worse than a rear naked choke, because that's a I'm gonna take the shot on the dog here, Alex Caceres.
You should.
I think I'm going to, and at plus 195, we get 2-to-1 money. Sure, plus money. Oh yeah, I'm a plus money junkie, guys. I'm looking for opportunities here, make some cash. I already have Sean Wood. I'm not gonna lie, I did put Sean Woodson in a couple parlays already, but now that I've dived deeper, I'm going to do the same with Alex Caceres. I'm going to throw him in some parlays, and
Caceres is a talent. I'm a huge fan. He is a talent. He's got the kung fu shit. I get it. The kung fu shit's there, but he takes that within stride. He mixes that within his skills, and his striking is premier. And I get it. Sean Winston's got it too. I mean, if you look at the face-offs, man, if you take out the fro, Sean's got the huge size advantage. But they both weigh the same. And I think, once again, Caceres is going to be a little bit faster, and he's going to hit a little bit harder. Just watch those leg kicks. Leg kicks scare me.
Woodson's boxing record was 2-0.
Undefeated.
Those promo videos are luring people on Woodson with his sad story with the man being arrested and whatnot. Caceres all day for me against this alien phenotype. Checked. Boxing record, RFP. Woodson has only one pro boxing fight. He's 1-0, not even 2-0.
Yeah,
sweet.
Undefeated.
I think Caceres are going to be faster. I really do.
What I'm telling you, what I like is that Caceres has been. Let me pull up his Tapology again. I want to see the dates of. He's been doing the grappling tournament.
It was 6 weeks ago.
If there's how many?
It was 6 weeks ago. He was over there in England.
Oh, that's
6 weeks.
Great. That's the size. That's the length of a camp. So I think he's going to implement that game plan. Nathaniel Wood, there it is. Yeah, in March 23rd, he lost a decision at the welterweight Grand Prix. Awesome. I'm going to take, I'm going with the plus money, 195. I'm flipping my pick on Tapology. I like it.
Guys. I'm gonna pick them up 7 times now. 7. I went from 5 to 7.
Look, I convinced both of you motherfuckers.
47 lineups. No, wait. Hey, listen. I'm still picking him from Sean Woodson and Tapology. You guys can do with your parlay whatever you need to if you really, really are.
No, Crystal's right. Woodson will bust parlays. He's gonna shit in so many parlays. He's gonna, that's so correct. That's so right. That's why I got to double down. Like, a lot of these other books, online gambling books, you can cash out. Bet online. Once you make that bet, you're locked in. You can't cash out. They don't let you. So I can't take those back. But what I can do is hedge. Now I can put new parlays with Alex Caceres.
That's wonderful.
Yeah. At least one hometown fave will bust.
Hey, Woodson does kind of fall off in the 3rd round. He turns to nothing. So if what's his name? Bruce
Woodson
Leroy
has no mid-turtle before. Like, he's turtled before.
Yeah.
He's gone on his back and just fucking taking it. And Caceres will not stop. I get it. Woodson's taller, but the same way.
Alex Caceres has a win over Chase Hooper. Yeah. Sungwoo Choi, that's a great win. He's got some good wins here. Steven Peterson.
You guys tell me. This is going to be the best fight of the night.
I like it.
This is the best fight of the night. Yeah, he lost against Giga last. He's going to come back and avenge that fucking fight.
Giga's good, though. He got kicks. Sean Woodson doesn't have no kicks.
Sean Woodson needs to develop those kicks. That's the only thing that's going to
like Giga.
Yeah, anyways.
He had a draw against Clay Guida in Fury Pro Grappling. Clay Guida is a very good grappler. Outside of I know he's all right in MMA, but in grappling, Clay Guida is decorated. He's good, and I like it. Alex Caceres. Now that you guys are hyping me up, it might be the beer, but I'm hyped now. It's good. All right, let's move on.
This is my fight of the night, guys. I've been fucking waiting for this fight for so long, and I'm afraid. But I know how good Caceres is. I'm a huge fan, and he's going to avenge that last loss. I know it.
Real fight picks. You want to hat bet this one? You want to hat bet?
Hell yeah, I do.
Sweet hat bet.
Hey, let me tell you about these hats. These are going out on Sunday if I lose. Just telling you
me too. And I remember I still do owe you a t-shirt. I got one in mind. I didn't buy it yet, but I got one in mind for you. I'm gonna send it to you. All right. Moving on. Next we have Diego Ferreira taking on Matus Rebecki. And as Real Fight Picks knows, Matus Rebecki is the most expensive guy to buy in DraftKings if you're making a lineup. And Diego Ferreira, what's that? $9,400. Yeah,
$9,400.
Diego Ferreira's on the other end as the cheapest. I think he might be the cheap. And actually, he's not. I don't think. I think that there might. Oh, or is he? I don't know. I can't remember. But I know Matus Rebecki is the most expensive guy on tap out on the DraftKings when you're doing a fantasy lineup. So,
Ferreira is the cheapest at $6,800. He's the cheapest.
Diego Ferreira.
Yeah, $6,800.
Yeah, this is definitely the widest line on the entire card. Yeah, for sure. Because Matus Rebecki is minus 450, unbettable. Diego Ferreira plus 350. So, okay, Diego Ferreira. Let's Dave. Let's open it up. Let's open up Diego Ferreira. Let's see. When I said I have a route to victory for every fighter on this card, I kind of had a problem finding one for Diego Ferreira, but we're gonna try to find one right now. So let's check it out. Oh, Dave's he's in the pisser or something. All right, I'll open it up anyway. So Diego Ferreira is 18-5. He is. Let me see. I think he's coming off a string of losses, if I'm correct. I got to pull it up still. Oh, no, he's coming off a win, actually, against Michael Johnson, 21-18, Michael Johnson. Before that, he had that string of losses. 3 losses. Matus Gamrot, Gregor Gillespie, and Beneil Dariush. Those are the 3 losses. Then he beat Michael Johnson, who's not. He used to be good, not anymore. He's fighting out of Fortis MMA, which is good, out of Texas. I love Fortis MMA. That's Saeed Sayouf. That's the coach down there. If I could pick any guy to be cage side, if I was a fighter, that's who I'd want cage side. He's a very good coach. But Matus Rebecki is. I'm trying to find out why it's such a wide line. Is it because he's 19-1? It must
He's
be.
like a really,
him out.
he's really put ass whippings on people. He's really put the hammer down.
Who's the quality of fighters? Is it against the Polish cab drivers or Roosevelt Roberts?
Who kind of sucks?
Loic Radzivov, we talked about him earlier a little bit.
He's okay.
Nick Fiore, he is from the New England cartel. Nick Fiore's not good. He was hyped, but he's not really that good. New England cartel guy. And before that, Contender Series against somebody I never heard of. And before that, let's see, 10-5 7-2, 10-5, 11-1. So they're not bums. He's going against guys with decent records.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh, Magomedov.
Yeah,
that's a good one. Magomedov. He's good. Yeah. 12-2. I would say he's is he Bellator guy now? Look at that. Maybe. Look at that sea of green.
Brito?
Cake. I don't think that's the same guy.
Holy shit!
That's Brito's brother. That's his cousin, I think.
He beat Tagir.
Well, this for real. That is Imovov's brother. What's Nasruddin Imovov's brother? Swear to God, that's his older brother right there, Tagir Imavov.
What the fuck?
Hey, well, let me just tell you why the line is so wide, and it's because Ferreira's 39 years old, and Rebovic's or whatever, not Rebovic's. How do you say this guy's name? Rebecki. He is 31, and he's really fucking good.
He is good.
The only thing I don't like is the reach. The reach 74 versus 66. But you know what? After seeing who he's beaten, I don't care. We're spending way too much time on this fight. Minus 500, Rebecki all day long, within distance.
I want to see them in the face-off.
That's a great point. Look at Crystal. Best point he's made all night. He must have had dinner. That's a good point. He might just go into Ferreira's guard.
Yeah. He went to decision with Fiore and gassed to death. Anyone else would have finished for
everyone thought he was going to murder Fiore, and he beat his ass, but he should have finished him. Fiore had nothing for him. He was never going to beat him. He would lose to him 15 times out of 15.
No way.
I got Rebecki anyways, though. I mean, I think he's going to knock him out. I think he's going to knock
want to
Diego
pull up the stats. All right, I will for fun, but I don't want to.
Is this my Anthony Smith moment from last week?
Oh, it could be.
Am I fucking fake?
Could be.
Okay, by the way, if you guys are looking for Diego's ground game, strikes land per minute, 4.66 versus 5.31, advantage Mateos. Strike absorbed, 3.42 versus 2.01, advantage Mateos. On the ground, takedown average, 0.71 versus 4.1. That's that right? 4.16.
Can you pull up the UFC, the stats, fight stats? Look, Chris, see what Crystal's saying? Check out the stats against the Fiore fight. Because
in the Fiore fight?
He might be on something.
Okay, Rebecki, 89 strikes versus 34. Took him down 3 times versus 1. Button. Owned him.
Click the win button. Click
all night long.
Click to the left. To the left. Where it says win in green.
Yeah, right there. You had it right there.
And that he had
annihilated him.
Look at round 3.
12 strikes. 12 strikes.
Round 3, 12 strikes. Yeah, but also Fiore is
not a lot.
Not good. You know what I mean?
Yeah, Diego Fiera is probably better. You know what, man? I feel like Fiera could like upset him. This could be and I'm fading Ferreira. I can't pick everybody. I'm already picking Caceres. I'm not doing more than 50 lineups, dude. So I have to fade Ferreira.
You're not. You're picking John Woodson. We got a half bet.
Oh yeah, no, but on Caceres, I'm gonna.
Oh, he gets super gas and lactic loaded because he's so stiff. Ferreira's stats are very off, Dave. He had 2 sub attempts against Benil Dariush, but they are not logged in there. Okay. You gotta look at per round activity.
Okay, let's stop. Let's stop before we do this, because besides his last win against Michael Johnson, before that, 2022, 2021 loss, 2020. This guy has so much ring rust. He just came back. Okay, granted, he came back. He gave it all. He's like, you know what? I haven't fought in 2 years. I'm going to come back and bring it all against Michael Johnson. Yeah, fucking the lightning struck. Oh my goodness. The sun shone on a fucking dog's ass, and he won one fight against Michael Johnson. Old man, retire. You're 40 years old. You're going up against somebody who's going to annihilate you. Why are we talking about this? Minus 500. Can we move on, please?
Okay, yeah, I can't pick a 39-year-old.
I can't either. I'm trying to find, Crystal makes a lot of good points.
I get it. Got it. Not happening.
I started using Cialis at 39 for a reason. And that's what
okay. Between your Cialis use and your crypto Instagram account that I don't want to know about as to why you have it.
Burner.
The burner
account.
Tweeting.
Okay. Do you have a therapist?
This is it right here, really.
If we're your therapist, you need some professional fucking help, motherfucker.
Burner Instagrams, Cialis, nice.
I owe you money, actually.
I'd like to see your algorithm.
No, I do not want to see this guy's web fucking history.
Yeah.
All right. Anyways, can we move on to what we're fucking here for?
All right.
I sent you some of it in the chat.
We have a feature fight of the main card. We have Lonzo Atomic Metafield taking on Carlos, the most handsome model in UFC, Ulberg.
Oh, he's pretty.
He is very pretty. He's very pretty, and he's very good. I know
he's gonna win. Yeah, he's gonna win.
No, he came with that fight against Kennedy Nchukwu. His UFC debut fight, Kennedy Nchukwu, was I think that was kind of fluky. I think he had jitters and stuff. But since that loss, just tearing it up. And he should. What's the odds on this?
Gorilla.
This isn't
like a literal gorilla and lost. Oops.
Right. And that was his UFC debut too. All right, minus 245 for Ulberg on BetOnline, and Alonzo Metafield we had at plus 210. But Alonzo Metafield he does have that knockout power if he can sneak it in there. I just don't see it happening against Ulberg. I'm with the populace. I'm taking Ulberg in this, but Alonzo Metafield does have that knockout power if he catches him. Just and Kennedy Nchukwu he Homer Simpsoned him. He took a beating the first 2 rounds.
Yeah, he did.
Or was it first whatever? And then was it round? Yeah, and then he came back and was it first round?
Yeah, Ulberg.
I know he was losing until
he finished. He finished him in the second. Kennedy came back in the second round. So he could easily be undefeated, right? Ulberg can be undefeated. He could have finished Kennedy in that first round, and that's when he got too excited.
But I think that kind of that humbled him, though. I think that was good. Look at he's so handsome. I'm pissed at him.
You can just walk around like
an asshole. dick.
Dick. I don't know what that's like.
Look at his Tapology picture. Got all Band-Aids on his Tapology picture. He's got all these like multiple Band-Aids. What are they? What is that? Is that Band-Aids? What is that? It's stupid. It's
style.
It's
I don't even know what the hell that is.
It's confetti.
Oh, it's confetti.
Fucking confetti.
Still, it's stupid. Why is it stuck to his head and shit? Stupid. I'm hating on him. I'm hating on him because I'm jealous.
Look at the cool shorts. Like, I don't even
good look.
Yeah, he's gonna have a cool hat too.
Dawoon Jung rear naked choked him. Ihor Pateria, Nikolai Negomarianu, Tefan Chukwi, Babishwaran. But yeah, he's been doing it right. He's been doing it since that loss to Kennedy and Njoku. He's been doing it right. Can't knock him for that. And before that loss, coming into it, he was doing it right as well. I have nothing. I'm trying to find bad things to say about Oberg, but I can't. He's just too good. Too. So let's check let's check out Menifield, and maybe we can find some hope in Menifield. I doubt it, but okay.
Menifield's a big
Atomic Alonzo Menifield, 15-3-1. Mean mug. I like the mean mug look. Okay, 4-7 May. Love that about him. Okay, Dustin Jacoby. That's a good win. Dustin Jacoby was a decorated kickboxer. At one time, he was number one in kickboxing world. Many years ago, but he was. Beat Jimmy Crute. Jimmy Crute isn't he an Australian too? So he has beaten an Australian. Misha Serkinov fell off the face of the earth. I don't know what happened to that guy. Asker Mazarov, that's the guy that with the fake record, like he came in, lied about his record, and beefed it up, and then he got caught by Sherdog or somebody. Like, that's not true. And he got exposed. William Knight, you know what? That was a robbery. I think Menifield beat William Knight in that loss. I'm not kidding either. Ed Herman beat him. Fabio Charant, like I said, Fabio Charant. OSP beat him. That was 2020. Devin Clark, Brown Bear beat him. He beat Paul Craig. So, I mean, Menifield is not horrible. He's not. That's why, like, I haven't. This was like one of the later fights I picked, but I did ultimately go with Carlos Oberg. But I can see how Menifield might shock everybody because of his, he's decent. I don't really have. Except he gasses. That's the negative about Menifield. Because he's so muscle bound, he gasses. And I think that's what's going to happen here ultimately. And Oberg should probably win a decision. I don't see him knocking Menifield out. But he will get the more significant strikes, kickboxing stuff. So let's see. What are you guys thinking about this?
I'm gonna go with you. I'm gonna go with, I think, Dave and Crystal.
Look at the hair. Look at Menifield's hair. It looks like the Trojan helmet. You know what I mean? With the back.
It's in the fucking mohawk. It's a mohawk. It's a frohawk.
It's a frohawk.
It's a frohawk that tries to make up for the fucking size of the fact that he's a midget compared to this guy.
But he's buff.
I think Oberg was trying not to laugh.
Here's the thing. This is Oberg's fight not to lose. I don't think, that Alonzo Menifield has very clean.
Look at that gay-ass earring Oberg's got in there. That is so gay.
He wears it well, though.
It's native and tribal. It's fucking religion for him.
It's gay.
I hate that guy.
How do you say you're gay without saying you're gay? Wear that earring. That's how.
Yeah. Wow, you're so racist.
I mean, it sounds not racist. I said gay. I didn't say.
Do you see the native beads that he's wearing?
What? So
do you see the necklace that he's wearing?
Okay, Alex Pajero. Who cares? Who cares? Don't bring church into the fight. You know, bring your church religion into the fight.
He's like a
praise Ra,
huh?
Praise Ra. Okay.
The indigenous or whatever.
Indigenous was the Aborigine.
Anyways,
It's from Australia. What is it, Aborigine? He's got to be. That's the indigenous people.
Mm-hmm.
He's not English Australian, like came off the prison boat.
okay, my turn. My turn. Alonzo Menifield, 3.92 versus 7.29.
Woo!
Ouch. 3.51 versus 3.59 on the ground. 0.67 versus 0.95.
No states.
Wash on everything else except for the takedown accuracy. I think if Carlos wants to take him down, he's going to take him down. I just want to go over the record for your boy Alonzo. Alonzo, Dustin Jacoby, 19-7 when Justin Jacoby sucked. Jimmy Crute was never that good. Misha Serkinov, 15-8 back in 2022. Misha was friggin' off the board as far as that one goes. Askar Mosharov, elbows back in 2022. Askar was what, 89 years old in a wheelchair? He got handicapped fucking parking access to that event. Not impressed.
The one with the fake record.
Regardless, William Knight. Okay, that fight, it was close, but I think the UFC has tried to make up for it ever since then. And this is one of the most padded fake fucking records that I've seen in a long time. All over Carlos here. He's one of the guys. Oh, I've got so many dogs. I don't know who I'm going to put in a parlay, but this is one of my faves that I'm actually going to favor.
Yeah, I'm picking him too, but I don't like to. I eventually will fade him, just not in this spot.
He's at minus 250. He's not losing this fight. Alonzo's mailing this in for a paycheck. Alonzo will come back on his next one. Mark my words. Alonzo loses this fight, wins his next one. 100%.
Hold on, I want to take a quick.
This spring against Petrino.
Menifield's Graham.
Menifield versus Petrino.
What? Petrino?
That'd be a good fight if Menifield loses, and then Anthony Smith can fight Carlos Alberg.
Oh, Anthony Smith, man. I don't.
Okay, we're not making bets yet. Moving on. Who's your pick here? This one scares me.
Oh, yeah, we got the hometown guy in Joaquin Buckley. I'm on the side of Ruzaboyev, Nursultan Ruzaboyev. And Ruzaboyev's a big boy too. Look, Perth card in August, probably building Olberg up. Look at those are great matches. All right.
I'm gonna hit Dana up. I don't give a shit.
New Mensa, Joaquin Buckley, was he 18-6? Look at the record on Nursultan Ruzaboyev, 34-8-2. So he's got 44 freaking fights. 44 fights as a pro. How is that? They got to be a multiple regional scene fights because let's see, when did he come into the UFC?
Deep dive.
All right. Yeah, I got to pull it up on
Cedric Dumas, 9-1.
so I can see it better.
Good win.
When did
Bruno Ferreira? He came to the UFC like last year, 2023, against Bruno Ferreira, who was undefeated.
So is he fighting cans or real people?
Okay, let's just start with his UFC fights.
In his past.
His UFC fights have been Bruno Ferreira, 10-0, and Cedric Dumas, 9-1. Two fucking, we're supposed to be fucking legends in the UFC. He has come in and annihilated them in the first round. He has mowed them down like it's fucking just take that axe and just hammer that shit down. First round out. Before that, you've got crap because he's been in the WEF, Octagon, Alash Pride, ATF, open fight, and he's annihilating everybody in the first round. So, like, it's kind of biased because who's beating this guy? And, like, don't get me wrong, Kimura, choke, slam, punches, Kimura, punches, Kimura, armbar, ground and pound. Like, it's just like you've got this one blemish against this guy in 2019 because he happened to drink too much vodka that night, or it wasn't against Ramadan, or I don't know what the hell fuck was going on. But I mean, it is. I don't want to fight this guy. Get the hell out of his way. He's annihilating everybody.
Yes, sir. Look at
Within
that.
distance.
Came into that fight undefeated. Yeah. And round one.
I don't know, man. This motherfucker hit a switch for 2020.
That's what I'm saying.
I don't know what he
I
did.
know Joaquin was the home team, and I remember when they had media day for UFC 300. Joaquin Buckley during media day came up to the and like, hey man, why don't you make me main event in my hometown, St. Louis? You don't want to see two heavyweights in the main event. And he was all hype about this whole St. Louis Fight Night card. And he still might be hyped, but doesn't mean he's going to beat this dude. You know what I mean? And Nursultan Ruzaboyev is the real deal. I mean, I'm going to see. Does he have Instagram? He does. I'm going to check it out.
You know what? He's not, I don't know if he's proven yet, but it's just the way that he has annihilated his opponents. I mean, I get it.
Definitely doesn't drink vodka. He's definitely
no. I was fucking. It was a joke, for fuck's sakes.
I know, but he's definitely.
Praise be to Allah and Ganesh and.
Stop being racist, Dave.
Who else do I have? Ra. I praise Ra. Ra is our best god ever. Gives us light, heat, food. Shows up every day.
That's the Egyptian. Isn't that the Egyptian sun god? Stop being a cornball.
No, dude, the sun gives you vitamin D, gives us heat, light, gives us food, comes up every day. I can see it. It's tangible. I don't know. And if it's gone, we're fucked.
Yeah.
Praise Ra.
Mm-hmm. Hey, you know, I got Rosabov because I know, yeah, Buckley. He's been, he reminds me of the pandemic, you know, and I still kind of look at him like he reminds me of the pandemic. I mean, that whole spinning back kick thing, I could picture myself like having to stay home for some reason, but he's still like a prospect in my eyes, and this is just another prospect for his prospect. Like, he's got UFC experience, he's got some UFC experience, if you want to call that something. But I think Ruzabov is one of those mentally tough guys that doesn't care about that. So it's not going to like work in Buckley's favor.
Like I don't think he cares. Look at the records. Ruzabov has double the amount of, well, not double, but not quite double, but he's got 44 fights compared to Buckley's got what, 25 or something, 20, exactly. 24.
Yeah, so I got Ruzabov 100%, and our topology.
But the quality of fights that Buckley's got.
Yeah, and you guys seen how they sized up, right? That was probably the most shocking of all face-offs.
Can I see that again? I didn't see.
It was incredibly shocking.
I know Ruzaboyev is a big. Oh, he is big.
That's the problem. Is Buckley came down to 170. And this guy came down from 185.
What's he doing with the money?
For?
What's he doing?
He's just nervous.
He's trying to pay him off?
He's trying to tell him he doesn't know nothing about money. It's not going to be a good payday. He told him it's not going to be a good payday for you. Look at that.
Yeah. I'm definitely on Ruzaboyev. First of all, he's a giant. And he's like,
are we done yet?
He's and
a motivated, religious.
Come out there with
he's
money.
A foot taller.
He's got his finger in his face, dude.
Yeah, because he's trying to teach him lessons about.
But he's telling him you're not going to get a good payday.
Don't flash money to me. You all talk. You see that? You're all talk.
Ooh,
he does it.
You're all talk. That's
bad blood. Yeah, kick it back. I want to see him flashing money again. I can't read
Yeah.
lips. I'm gonna watch this
I
again
promise
later.
you, he's telling him. He goes, "It's not going to be you're not getting a bonus.
Oh, is
It's
that what he
not gonna
said?
be. It's not going to
Did
be a
you
good
watch
payday.
it
You
with
don't know."
Soundby earlier?
Yeah.
Like I said, I didn't get to watch any of this. Okay, so he comes with the handshake. That's nice. Okay.
Yeah. I didn't notice that.
Play, Dave.
Sorry.
Okay, so he did the handshake. Then he pulls out the money. What? That's so cringy. And you know, Rosa Boy barely speaks English too. You know, it's got did you watch any interviews with him?
No, I try to look for them though, and I didn't see very much. He doesn't seem like a talker. He's got cauliflower ear though. He's got more than Buckley.
Look, Buckley offering cash for a dive. That's great. Yeah, I'm on Rozaboyev. What are the odds? We got on Bet Online right now. We got Buckley is
I think minus 170.
Oh my God, plus money on Rozaboyev. I'm all on that heavy.
Shit.
I'm on that heavy. Rozaboyev is plus 113. Buckley is minus 133. That's right now live on Bet Online.
Yeah, he's one of my picks that I pick if I was at the casino.
Dog pick.
Yep. I like that dog.
I got a couple dogs on here. I'm liking it. So are we all on Rozaboyev at plus money?
Oh yeah.
I
am.
Oh yeah. It's making our 3-leg. We're almost there. That's
I have so many plus money parlays.
I love that. That's gonna win me my DraftKings right there.
All right. Finally, let's break down the main event. Derek Lewis take on Rodrigo Nascimento. What's scary about Rodrigo Nascimento? He's 11-1. So he's doing something right here. But Derek Lewis is, in my opinion, the rightful favorite. He's minus 160. Nascimento is plus 140. And I think Derek Lewis is going to knock this guy out. Sorry to say it, but we're gonna dive a little bit deeper. Dave, if you can pull up their tapologies, because I know Rodrigo Nascimento is 11-1, but is he legit? Is he a legit 11-1? We're gonna find that out by deep diving. He's out of American Top Team. That's a legit facility, which is good. But okay, let's see who his victories are against. Don't tell nobody Mays. Dontel Mays. Okay, got unanimous decision. Ilir Latifi, split decision. Okay, Tanner Bozer. I know Dave's a big Tanner Bozer fan because he's from Canada, but I think he sucks.
Me too.
Split decision. Okay, Alan Badeau. No contest because somebody must have tested positive, or what happened there? Why is that no contest? It says no contest. This is punching, standing TKO. What happened there? I forget. But Alan Badeau's garbage too. And I do remember a little. Alan Badeau was lasting with him. It was a kind of shocker. There must have been. Let me click it. Somebody must have tested positive for something. Let's see. Okay, no contest. Where does it say? Originally TKO for Nascimento. Result of the bout was later changed. No contest. Tested positive for Ritalin. So Ritalin. He tested positive for Ritalin, a metabolite for psychostimulant drugs, methylphenidate and ethylphenidate. So he was on Ritalin. Okay, who cares? But so that's why it was turned, and he did get a standing TKO round 2. But Alan Badeau is just punching back anyway. Look at this. Chris Dawkins, 45 seconds, 1 right hook. That's Chris Dawkins. Chris Dawkins is like a a fat light heavyweight. He's not even
Right.
like he was, he was like 230, and he could have definitely lost 20 pounds or whatever and made 205. He definitely could have, and that's Chris Daukaus. He's not like, I don't even think I think he's not in the UFC anymore. I think he went back
Brought
to
him
being
up
a
too
cop
fast.
or something. And then he beat
quit.
Dontel Mays again. Okay. So yeah, the 11-1 is not earned. It's not legit. It's not earned. You know what I mean? 11-1. Where Derek Lewis, that 27 double-digit losses, 12. Yeah, but you know what? These wins are earned. What? Show me something.
He makes his kids.
Wow. That's me racing my kids too. Well, look at what is
The
this?
fuck is he putting on his Instagram?
What is this? This is awesome though. What is going on here? I love it.
I gotta watch this now. I can't do it. I can't get off. I'm sorry.
Oh, he's like, oh my goodness, that's awesome.
Oh shit.
That's awesome. The zip line broke.
Oh fuck! I love you, big balls.
Ooh.
Oh,
Ooh.
oh! Is his Instagram just violence? Oh, this is
so.
awesome.
My balls is hot. My balls is hot too.
I'm sorry. I'm falling right now. I can't believe I wasn't falling this before. Is this just random fucking X? It is. Oh, okay. Best Instagram ever.
Oh,
hang on.
He's gonna get.
Hang on.
This guy's gonna get beat.
You're fucked. This is not good. I don't want to watch this. No, I don't want to watch this. I really don't want to watch this.
But yet you can't look away. Oh, whew. I was on the edge of my seat though. That was a good one.
Okay, sorry.
Anyway, back to this. So Crystal's saying that actually Daukaus is a knockout king. Okay, but anyway, you should only taunt alligators during Ramadan. Anyway, Balls is hot. Black Beast, Derek Lewis has done the right thing he knocked out Chris Daukaus. Okay, he knocked out Curtis Blades with an uppercut. What the?
I'm sorry. I can't get off of Derek. I'm sorry. Everybody, please subscribe to the Beast UFC. Follow him.
He knocked out Alexei Olenek. He beat up Ilir Latifi as well. He had a split decision against Blago Ivanov. So split decision. That's good. Made it to the end. He knocked out Alexander Volkov. He had a unanimous decision win against Francis Ngannou. I know it was a long time ago, back in 2018, but still it exists. Francis Ngannou. Yes. This is the Black Beast we're talking about. I know recently, he lost to Jalton Almeida by unanimous decision. Sergey Spivak managed to get him in a choke. Sergey Pavlovich, round 1 knockout. That's not a good look. Tai Tuivasa, round 2. But that's not a good look. But I don't see Rodrigo. I don't know. I'm on Derek Lewis, and I think he's going to win by knockout. But because Rodrigo Nascimento has his record's not impressive. 11-1, but it's against like cheesy, not very good people. You know what I mean? Dontel Mays is probably his best opponent. Yeah. Dontel Mays is the best person that he's beat.
4 years ago.
That what? The most recent one?
Oh, sorry. The most recent. Yeah, but before that was 4 years ago.
Yeah, I'm talking about the most recently though.
Yeah, but Dontel Mays just sucks.
I know he does. He's not even that good. So, yeah. So I'm going with. Not kidding. Daukaus has 10 KO wins. No way. Let me see. Hold on. I got fact check this. 12-7 for Flabby Chris Dawkins.
Yeah, no, Dawkins was knocking people out.
Was he? Oh, not recently. Huh. Recently, Khalil Roundtree knocked his ass out. Jairzinho Rosenstruck knocked his ass out. There's Blade knocked
Who we
his
talking
ass
about here?
out. Right here. That's
Wrecking Machine. Chris
Let's see
Dawkins.
who
losses?
he did knock out Shamil Abdurakhimov.
Nice
He knocked
boxing
out
right
Alexi
there.
Olenek. Okay, you're right. Rodrigo Nascimento. You're right. Parker Porter.
Parker Porter.
1, 2, 3, 4. Right there's 4 knockouts.
Danny
You're
Holmes.
right. Danny Holmes. Who's he? John Holmes' brother.
Oh. Nobody
Look
knows.
at
Actor.
You know, John Holmes. But Golden Globes. Oh, Edwin Smart knocked his ass out. 2-1 Edwin Smart. Joshua Marsh. Who are these? Who? Yeah, I think I can knock these people out. No, but he's right. Crystal is right. There's a lot of knockouts for Chris Dawkins. That's when he was still a cop. He was bringing his work home, knocking all these hoodlums out.
He had an edge to him.
You know, all these street thugs, knocking all the street thugs out. Then when he gets to the UFC, it's like, okay, I'm really not a knockout guy, except for Parker Porter, Rodrigo Nascimento, and Alexi Olenek. And Shamil
against athletes.
Anyway, so okay, I'll give you that though. Chris Dawkins was knocking people out. I'm surprised to me. I thought he was winning by decisions. But okay, a little better than I thought. But as of recently, getting his ass knocked out. Go back to being a cop, buddy. Best win is Tanner Bozer. I don't know. I think did Dontel Mays ever fight Tanner Bozer? That'd be a good fight.
Ooh.
See who's worse. I think Dontel Mays would be able to take Tanner Bozer. Look at Black Beast though. Boom.
Yeah, nope, not this time. I will not bet against Black Beast.
So here's the thing. That Chris Dawkins, he was from Gracie Jiu-Jitsu, so he has Jiu-Jitsu. So I can't. Maybe that's not why Rodrigo got knocked out by him. I don't know. I'm picking Derek Lewis. I picked him in our Topology League. I have him second round KO.
I'm picking Derek Lewis too.
I'm thinking I should change that to first round KO. But I have Derek Lewis. I did write him Nascimento down for the plus money. Like,
I got him at second round KO as well.
Nice. So if somehow
Nascimento, that hurt me looking at it. Watch. Oh, spine breaker. Oi.
Bro, that's not natural, bro. He's gonna, dude. That's stupid. That's not natural.
This is gonna be my new favorite Instagram follow.
Who is that?
Yeah, let's call Sean Shelby and tell him to make a fight between Tanner Bozer and Dontel Mays, just so we can find out who's better. I think Dontel Mays would beat Tanner Bozer. That's my personal opinion, though. What do you got? What do you think of that? Oh, look, and you know what? I'll tell you that Ruzaboyev, Nursultan Ruzaboyev, he's training out of Philadelphia too, with all those killers down there, with all the grappling guys. Another reason why. Him.
Derek looks mean.
Yeah, his balls is hot.
Derek looks mean.
I wonder if they're giving him a layup. I think they're giving him a layup. You know, Dana White loves Derek Lewis.
Yep.
Yeah,
me too.
Derek Lewis, one of the most entertaining, like post-fight interviews. Derek Lewis has the best post-fight interviews.
Guys, if Derek has his shirt off and the other guy doesn't, there's something to be said about that.
Yeah, that dude's slow. He's too lazy.
Lewis all day.
Yeah, I want to check out some Instagrams for
Nascimento?
we checked out Derek Lewis's, I know, but I want to check out Rodrigo Nascimento's just to see what
if
he's
he's
been
hitting
up to.
pads and he's going 100 miles an hour and he's hitting the speed bag?
That's why I want to check it out.
He could be doing that one that you punch it and then you
I'm
weave.
quite always-
You know?
Yeah,
He's working
he
on
might
that
be
Jeff
getting ready to
Molina.
Counter Strike or something, but there's no Counter Striking against Beast.
I have that
Hey, there's
picture.
Dana.
Yeah, I had that same picture. Not a big deal.
What was that showing us? He got U.S. citizenship. What was that? His driver's license in the last picture he had, right there.
Oh, yeah.
John,
Immigration law, American top
want
team.
to come to the U.S., but afraid that your green card will take time. I have lived here for 2 years. Process receiving immigration approved 2 years wait there. He's got his green card. Woo.
Yeah.
Hey,
I heard immigrants right now that go to New York City, the 10-year waiting list to become legal.
Yeah.
So you're 10 years. But whatever. Okay, I don't see him hitting pads. I do see him like shadow boxing or air punching a little bit right there. Doing a little grab ass. I was gonna say grappling, but it's more looks like more grab ass. I mean, American top team. He is look at the punch over. Yeah, he's not doing that to Derek Lewis. I think
so
Derek
either.
Lewis has pre-trunk legs. He can try, but I don't think he's getting Derek just like Chris Dawkins tried. Remember that and what happened? And who else? Curtis Blades tried. Curtis Blades got caught coming in for a double leg, caught with an uppercut. Look at that. That's the best picture though. The one he's knocking out Dontel Mays right in the face. That's a great punch.
Hey, is this a 5-round fight?
This is a 5-round fight.
Derek Lewis doesn't quite have the abs that he did last fight.
No.
I mean, last fight he was just like ripped for Lewis.
Now he has a 4-pack.
Oh, fuck. All over Lewis. 100%.
Yeah, me too. What are the odds again? Let me see. Bet Online has it. I already said this. Oh, plus 140 for Nascimento and minus 160. And I think that's dead on. That's right. Minus 160 Derek Lewis. That's perfect, I think.
Yeah, that's where I'm at too.
We're all on Derek Lewis then?
Yep.
Yes.
All right. Let's make our 3-leg parlay. We got a bunch that we're all in agreement with. So let's you want to start from the top, work way back down. We all like Derek Lewis minus 160. We all like Nursultan Ruzaboyev plus 113. I want to put him in it.
Yep.
Because I'm more confident, more look at it, I'm more confident.
Very comfy. Happy.
Okay. So Ruzaboyev, he's definitely one of the legs. Carlos Ulberg is minus 245, and I don't want it. He's too chalky anyway. Matus Rebecki, way too chalky at minus 450. We're in a disagreement. I have a hat bet with Real Fight Picks. I'm taking Caceres. He's taking Sean Woodson. We're all on Robelis de Spain, minus 250, a little bit too chalky for us. We're split on Dave and I are on Chase Hooper.
Yep.
And Real Fight Picks on Slava Claus. Okay, we all like Esteban Ribovics.
Yep.
Minus 155. That's playable. Right? Tabitha Ricci, we all like her,
Absolutely.
but we don't use girls anymore because they've fucked us over too many times. Really. We're split on Real Fight Picks like Trey Waters. Dave and I are going with the plus money underdog of Billy Goff. We all like plus money Charles Johnson.
Yep.
So, okay. And finally, we all like JJ Aldrich, but once again, girl fight. We're not doing it. So it's Charles Johnson Esteban Ribovics and Nursultan Ruzaboyev. There's one, two of them are plus money. This is going to be a good payout on this one. Let's see what we got. So Ruzaboyev plus 113. Esteban Ribovics minus 155, and Charles Johnson plus 108. So all three of them together on Bet Online plus 628.
Which other one? We got Johnson, Ribovic, and who else?
And Nursultan Rizaboyev.
Love that.
Co-main event, Dave. Co-main event.
Plus 612.
Yeah, and I'm plus 628 on Bet Online.
Dang, Ranj.
Bet.
I like that.
That's huge.
Hey, if Johnson gets, oh man,
Guys, this is okay. Last UFC event was the easiest fight to predict. This one, like all the favorites won. This one here, a bunch of dogs are winning. Light it up. Cash your fucking tickets this fight, guys.
And just so I can find it easily,
numerous units on a whole bunch of dogs.
I'm going to say this now just so I can find it, because I know Dave's going to say I'm taking advantage of the slur, but I do have Trey Waters and a hat bet with Dave, BC Dave. What are we at in the 2 hours and 37 minutes and 2 seconds? So I can know where to find it. When you say I'm taking advantage of the slur, Dave picked Goff.
Oh, you guys don't want to see my picks.
Made a huge mistake.
Yeah, he wasn't even slurring when he took that bet.
Nope.
You'll still say it.
Okay, so we'll clean this up. 3-leg parlay plus 628. Okay, Ruzaboyev, Esteban Ribovics, and Charles Johnson. There it is, and there it is. 3-leg parlay plus 628. Ruzaboyev, Ribovics, Johnson. I love it. 2+ money plays on our 3-leg parlay, and I feel good about all three of those. Especially when Buckley came out with the cash. That was so cringy. I hated that. Didn't like that at all. And Ruzaboyev, do you see the size advantage he has? And he's wrestling down in Philadelphia with those killers down there, with like the Renzo Gracie guys. With like,
I didn't know where he was training. That's pretty cool that you know that.
Yeah,
in Philly, huh?
He is definitely in Philadelphia. And who else? Esteban Ribovics, Terrence McKinney. We already told you, gas is out. If he doesn't get it done in round one, he doesn't get it done at all. And finally, Charles Johnson. I do like Charles Johnson or Jake Hadley. I think is more hype than real. And Charles Johnson, I think, is going to. That's the toughest one for me on all our picks, but I'm still confident with it. I like it a lot. And what time do these go off in St. Louis tomorrow? 4:00. I like the early fights, early ones. 4:00 is great. The ones that start at 6, for me, it's tough to make it to the main event and start nodding. Like, I'm an old man, so I start getting tired. But 4:00, this would be great, and it's free. ESPN Plus. It's a fight night. Awesome.
You need to drink some beet juice with ginger.
Beet juice. I chase down my Cialis with it
every day, dude. Hey, I'm telling you, dude. My Cialis don't work without beet juice.
Odds on those justify a round robin. You break even, profit even 2 hit. Yeah, you're right. I will round robin. I do 5 and then round robin them. I'll do those 3 and I'll add 2 more that I like a lot. I'll put 2 chalky ones in there. Probably like I don't know.
I like our parlay a lot. I will say like
Olberg or something, or maybe Derek Lewis. I'll throw Derek Lewis onto that, make it a 5-legger, and then I'll round robin, because you could do the round robin, the 3-way combinations, spend $100 and do 10 different combinations.
Yeah, put Borchev in one. I'm telling you, Ranch.
No,
you're making a huge mistake.
I'm on Hooper. Who's that? You have a bet with? Is that the one you have a bet with Dave?
No, I have a bet with Dave with Trey Waters. Me and you have a bet. I got Woodson, I think. Is that? That's right.
No, Trey Waters, Billy Goff, right?
Yeah, Trey Waters, Billy Goff.
Okay. I'll write that down for you guys. T-shirt between Dave and Loopy. Awesome. All right, guys. Well, all your Rodrigo Nascimento's diet with is that the one that was eating the greasy tacos?
Dude was eating straight animal fat, oiled meat.
All that talk's making me hungry. Beet juice, yeah. Cialis, beet juice, shady Instagram, the burner Instagrams.
Hey, listen.
That's funny.
Fruit Loops sounds good right now too, man. I'm actually. I try not to eat.
Stop using my name when you're posting crap. I can't. Don't. Yeah. Stop. I didn't. Post
Dave.
That.
He said something.
Dave did that. I thought it was someone. I thought it was Crystal saying that, but no, it's Dave.
Put your social up there.
Because he's got on
StreamYard. Come on, serial killer. He murdered lots of Fruit Loops. He murdered. Come on, like it's kind of funny. Well, serial killer.
Yeah.
Murder
I
boss.
can see that in real fight pics for real. He's too nice. All right. All right, we're gonna put this up there and leave it up there for. Okay. Well, good luck tomorrow, guys.
He's like a psychic. No, I'm just kidding.
I am a little hungry now, and
no, I'm gonna go eat.
I'm gonna eat something and then crash out. But good luck tomorrow. I love this 3-leg parlay. I think I'm gonna mess around a little bit more and do some more betting, and see. Yeah, we'll see what's next week. Is there something coming next week?
Yeah, there is.
This week I got a Friday night late night dinner with friends, but I'll make it back for this. I will. I should.
Some BS.
What's that?
Like Fight Night garbage. One of those, like, you know,
it's
15, rank 15 versus rank 25, something like that.
Fight Center. We'll find out. Oh, and I gotta change my pick. Where's the one you talked to me the other way?
Shoot.
Oh, Alex Caceres. I gotta change my pick on Alex Caceres.
That was me.
Yeah, I have a hat bet with you.
You guys were all
Lerone Murphy and Barbosa. Edson Barbosa and Lerone Murphy.
Wind the tape. All right. I gotta make some degenerates underdog bets this evening. This is gonna be ugly.
I got 50 DraftKings on.
Yeah, I'm gonna empty my bankroll tonight. I don't have
much bankroll left. This is a bad night, guys. Brace yourselves.
Okay,
this is next gonna be a horrible night. We are putting a lot of money on a lot of dogs. I have never had a card with
Barbosa versus
ever.
Picking Chase Hooper is just crazy, fellas.
Dude, I'm sitting on 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 dogs. I have a 71,000 plus $71,579 parlay going in.
Dude, that would be crazy if like Chase Hooper had him in like, you know, some kind of like submission, like a guillotine choke, but just couldn't like get it and then gets knocked out or something like that.
So next week, Edson Barbosa, Lerone Murphy is the main event next week, and other fights on the card: Chaos Williams taking on Carlston Harris, Angela Hill versus Luana Pinheiro, Adrian Yanez, Vinicius Salvador. That's a good one. I think Yanez is overhyped. He'll be the favorite too, but I don't think he's all that
big. Build him back up.
Emily Ducote, Vanessa Demopoulos. That's a crap fight. Ramiz Brahimaj, Themba Gorimbo. Isn't Themba Gorimbo the one that The Rock bought him a house in Florida? That's that guy,
I think
right?
So that's him.
Yeah.
So that's the
Tom Mullen.
okay. Hang on a second.
Yeah.
Can you
Thunberger.
let me just
Hey, isn't he
pop in
French
here
or
for
some
1
shit?
second.
He's a French man.
He's like
Or from
he's
Africa or something.
You know, he
Okay.
couldn't afford to do camp or anything, and then I don't know. The Rock bought somebody a house, and Dana bought somebody a house too.
Can you guys see this?
Then about Joe, that one Joe, whatever.
Yeah.
He's supposed to be a prospect.
Oh, Joe
He lost.
Pfeiffer. Joe Pfeiffer.
Pfeiffer, yeah.
That's who.
Noah,
Yeah.
give me your goddamn fucking postal code. Noah, I need your postal code to send you a T-shirt.
Themba's from somewhere like nobody else is from.
Okay. By the way, guys,
tonight too.
so we've got the next fight is UFC Fight Pass Invitational. Do we know what this is?
What's that?
That's a jiu-jitsu match. It's a jiu-jitsu tournament.
And then we've
Fight
got
Pass
Road to UFC.
I'm always watching that every day.
What is this?
That's where they just find people who are
looks like Road to
on the
UFC.
street.
Nightmare of a
that's Road to
Japanese
UFC,
Chinese
right?
card.
Yeah. It's
Dude,
all,
that's such
it's
an
all
interesting
Asian.
project.
It's in Asia. It's all Asia. Road
I've
to
always
UFC
wondered,
is an
like-
Asian thing.
And then another Shanghai thing. Man, they
I
are
guarantee
promoting
they all
China
fought at, WLF Wars.
hard.
They're trying to get their one, like put their footprint where one championship is probably.
No, I got Chase Hooper by decision. Noah, congratulations. College graduation. Congratulations. That's worth
Congratulations,
missing.
man. Congratulations,
College
man.
graduation could have wait.
Noah, you couldn't fucking DM me. Don't fucking put that shit online.
Oh, look. Here's my whatever. It's just a postal code. It's not like a street address.
Yeah.
All right. Thanks, homie.
Yeah.
All right. I'll get that shit out to you. I already have it picked.
The
It's already-
BLM parlay and the fat lie. Oh, I'm also going to do the anti-British parlay too. That's a good one, Dave.
Oh, yeah. The first two.
Perfect. This is Crystal described it perfectly. Road to UFC is an Asian Dana White contender series.
Looking for a fight.
Yeah.
Yeah, or looking for a fight. Correct. But anyway, next week's show is going to be definitely. I have dinner out, but I will definitely be back in time for next week's show because there's some decent matchups here. Altang Haley and Cledson Rodriguez. I'm saying decent matchups as in like I don't know who's going to win. Not saying they're not the top tier fighters. That's definitely for sure. But there's some fun fights in here. Abus Magomedov and Warley Alves. I got Abus. All right. Enough of that. We're good luck, guys, tomorrow. Do a chest hair parlay with Goff and Borsch. I might do that just to play around. But I am on Chase. But that's the Chase Hooper Slava Claus. That was the one I was very much on the fence because like I said, there's a route to victory for both those guys, depending on how it plays out. So, all right, guys, it's been fun. It's been great. Good night and best of luck tomorrow. And I'll see you guys next week. Peace out.
Peace out.